Ladies and gentlemen, it is with deep sadness the Nuxall family and the Hamilton Joes agreed to announce that Donzetta Nuxall, wife of the late Joe Nuxall and mother to Phil and Kim Nuxall, died on the morning of July 21st, 2022. Donzetta Nuxall was 93 years old. We kindly ask that you partake in a moment of silence in honor of Donzetta. Thank you. Thank you. Ladies and gentlemen, tonight we have a very distinguished guest this evening. Butler County's very own Sheriff Richard K. Jones will lead us with the Pledge of Allegiance.
Okay, I got the best state representative in the state of Ohio that's going to also lead us in the pledge. If everybody would please stand. The greatest country in the world to live in. We're playing the greatest sport. And Joe Nuxall and the Nuxall family be very proud of us. Sarah, we're going to say the Pledge of Allegiance. Hand over your heart, flags over here. Go ahead and start.
I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all.
Thank you. Thank you, Sheriff Jones.
Play ball.
Hi, everyone. This is Marty Brenneman, the longtime Reds broadcasting partner of the old left-hander Joe Nuxall. On behalf of Joe's hometown, the great city of Hamilton, Ohio, welcome to Foundation Field, the official home of the Hamilton Joes. We hope you enjoy today's game. Now at this time, please stand and remove your hats as we honor America with our national anthem.
Here with us tonight to perform our national anthem is Mandy Moons with the Benison.
Oh, say, can you see by the dawn's early light what so proudly we hailed at the twilight's last streaming, whose broad stripes and bright stars through the perilous fight for the ramparts we watched were so gallantly streaming, and the rockets' red glare, the bombs bursting in air, gave proof through the night that our flag was still there. Oh, say does that star-spangled banner yet wave o'er the land of the free and the home of the brave.
Big round of applause. Excellent job. Ladies and gentlemen, throwing out tonight's ceremonial first pitch to kick off the action at Foundation Field is Mr. Paul Hoover, President of Veteran Health and Fort Hamilton Youth Hospital. Now let's introduce tonight's starting lineups, beginning with the visiting team. Leading off in right field, number 8, Tommy Thaman. Batting second, shortstop, number 7, Adam Schneider. Hitting third, designated hitter.
Hello and welcome to Foundation Field for the Joes' final regular season game at home. And a big one it is. The Joes taking on the Steam, who are 2 games roughly behind them, as the Steam have a couple more games to play. But the Joes controlling their own destiny in terms of making the playoffs win, and they're in. And What a beautiful day to do it. 87 degrees. Blake Griffin, Luke Westpoli here to have the call for you. Luke, it just seems like the Joe's been playing well. We've had some wins that we haven't really seen in that kind of fashion in quite some time.
Absolutely. It gives us flashbacks, as we kind of mentioned on the broadcast yesterday, to what we saw in that second week where the Joes are really winning. And I think when you look at those 2 wins against Xenia, the biggest thing is they're just wins that you can feel good about. If you look back to the win against Xenia on opening day, for example, that's a game where the offense was pretty anemic throughout. And while you were able to come up big in the 9th, you know that a performance like that's not really sustainable in terms of generating wins. But the past couple of games, they've been fantastic, and they're just kind of those wins where you feel like if you continue to play that way, you're just going to continue to produce results. And that's really just what you want at the right time here as we're moving into the final part of the regular season and hopefully the playoffs if the Joes can clinch here tonight.
They're doing the lineups here at the field, so we will do the same. Leading off and playing second base, Parker Lester, a spot that he's been quite familiar with over the last couple of games. Andrew Patrick in the 2-hole. He'll play center field. Our backstop for tonight in the 3-hole, Nick Wimmers. Steven Stigler moving up to the cleanup spot, playing left field. Evan Ulrich DH tonight out of the 5-hole. Batting 6th, Clay Badalak at shortstop. Batting 7th, Sam Lowe at third base. First time we've seen him over at the hot corner this season. Casey Fink in right field. He'll bat 8th, and rounding off the Joes lineup, Kyle Brazier in the 9-hole. He'll play first, and leading us on the mound is going to be Jacob Beal. Beal, I believe, is making his first start. I would have to double check. Yes, making his first start, 7th appearance. Is 0-2 with a 7.87 ERA, just a couple short of a 7.47 for the Boeing. 8 innings pitched, 8 strikeouts, 11 walks, and 8 hits. Last time out, he did receive the loss against the Steam, as the Steam had probably one of their best games coming back, as they came back from a 6-2 deficit and won the game 7-6. As we look to get things rolling, the Steam had a couple of off days in a row after playing a doubleheader just before the Joes played the Scouts a couple days ago. They will play 2 over the next 2 days, Friday, Saturday, and then play the Joes once again on Sunday, as both teams kind of holding their destiny in their hands. The Joes do hold the tiebreaker, so if they win today, it is a clinch, as I believe we've done all the math.
Yes.
A
win does clinch.
We covered all our bases.
Covered our bases with that one.
Triple-checked.
Tiebreakers can get a little fuzzy, but
yeah,
the Joes would clinch with a win here tonight.
We are very confident in the way the Joes been playing the last couple of days. Jacob Beal on the mound. He will face Tommy Thaman, a mainstay atop this Steam lineup. All-star for this Steam team. Bruce Buffer going to lead us into this game. Thaman playing right field here in this game. For the Steam will lead things off. We mentioned is the all-star for this Steam. First pitch, just going to miss inside. First pitch, 7:08. I honestly am quite happy with us getting things going quite early. We had a lot of moving parts pregame. As the 1-0, going to be bounced low.
Yeah, great crowd on hand, though. A lot of people throughout. Got a couple nonprofits here today and all kinds of action around the ballpark.
A beautiful day, no clouds. The 2-0, lace into right field. Brazier getting way up, but will miss it. Thaman going to round second. Play going to be late as Thaman rounded hard. He'll be in there with a leadoff double, and that will kick things off for the Steam.
Shortstop, number 7, Adam Schneider.
Yeah, despite the efforts of the big man, Cal Brazier, just a little too high for him, and a good way for Tommy Thaman to start off the game for the Steam. Just sitting fastball after he got up ahead in that count. Just pulled that one down the line.
5th double of the season for Tommy Thaman, who came in hitting 281. Will give way to Adam Schneider, as that pitch will just miss off the inside corner. Adam Schneider 4 for his last 13. Will look to keep things rolling as the Steam have threatened early. He'll square to bunt. He bunted right back to Beal. There's nobody over at first. Parker Lester was late to get over there. Cal Brazier ducked, assuming that Lester was going to come over and give the bag. Beal also looked down Tommy Thaman, who was kind of hung out to dry out there in between second and third. But a weird play all the way around. Everybody's safe. Schneider will get an infield single.
Yeah, not the start the Joes were looking for here. And you got the best hitter in the Steam lineup coming up in Max Freeze.
There goes Schneider. Ball called a strike, no throw down to second. Schneider will grab a stolen bag. Second and third now. With nobody out, the Joes will bring Parker Lester in. Battle Axe still playing his normal position. Count now 1-1. Not sure if Battle Axe has not gotten the message or if they're going to keep the pull side shortstop a little further back. With the 1-1, right in there, grooved for strike two. We've seen quite a few Houdini acts over the season.
Absolutely.
Tyler Hudson probably should have his nickname being Houdini.
He's probably the best.
Got himself out of numerous jams. Jacob Beal trying to do just that. A big strikeout will go a long way. The 1-2, going to miss upstairs.
Yeah, just shifted a little bit more towards pull side. Max Freeze hits a lot of balls toward the shortstop. Kind of in that shallow outfield and deep infield type of spot.
Laced. Diving play by Sam Lowe. Exactly what you need for the Joes. And the ball will find you as you're in a new position. Sam Lowe not batting an eye whatsoever for the first out of the inning.
Sam Lowe, he was a Gold Glove third baseman in JUCO ball. It's been a little while since he was playing out in Arizona for his JUCO team, but he still got it on the left side of the infield.
A huge out number one will bring up William John. That's the first pitch in there for strike one. Some off speed from Jacob Beal. Yeah, absolutely crucial to get Freeze out, who hits 347, but John not far behind him at 330. The 0-1 just going to be missed upstairs. Having to pop out of the stance is Wimmers.
Good reactionary block there from Nick.
Saw one pass ball, I want to say plagued the Joes last night as only 2 runs were scored, but the first run of the game for the Scouts was brought home via a wild pitch. As that one up on the top of the zone, right down the middle for strike two. 1 ball, 2 strikes. The Joes infield, I would say halfway. Corners even with the base, and the middle infield even with the baseline as the 1-2 chased off the plate. Huge strikeout for Jacob Beal as William John becomes the beer batter in a huge spot. Jacob Beal trying to take the title of Houdini.
Yeah, and I think that just goes to show what a good play defensively can do for a pitcher. When he sees a guy make a play like the one that Sam Lowe had behind him, I mean, that just does all kinds of work for your confidence, especially after giving up a pair of base runners.
First pitch in to Luke Hewen in there for a strike. Two outs, 2 on for the Steam. Beal has gotten 2 big outs, including a huge diving play from Sam Lowe over there at third. As that one misses off the plate. This is the first time we've seen the Joes on defense for the first inning in about a week. So it's been unorthodox to not see the Joes put up the first runs that they have the last couple of games.
Yeah, it's been since last Saturday since they last played here at Foundation.
The 1-1. Going to catch the outside corner for strike 2, and Jacob Beal eyeing down the barrel of a clean inning. In terms of a big 0. 1 ball, 2 strikes. Looking for back-to-back Ks to get him out of the inning. The 1-2. Going to miss off the plate. Pulled that one glove side. Tried to get Hewen to reach. 2 is all over the board. 2 on, 2 out, a 2-2 count. Some would say deuce is wild. The 2-2 in the dirt. Good block by Wimmers. The Count is run full. You kind of have a place to put him.
Yep.
It's not the end of the world to walk him, but you'd like to get him right here. Full count offering. 3-2 to the backstop. Bounces away from Wimmers quite quickly. The throw to Beal, the tag, not in time. A hard round of first with Kyle Brazier coming in. But the Steam will jump across first after a walk and a wild pitch brings home Tommy Thayman. Schneider to third, now runners to the corners with 2 outs.
Yeah, that one bounced pretty hard off the backstop. There was probably a play at the plate there that maybe could have been a little closer than it was, but I don't think Beal or Wimmers expected it to kick off the backstop the way it did.
First pitch to Josh Hegeman on the inside corner. Yeah, it looked like both of them were a little surprised that that one kicked so hard back to Wimmers. Play would have been rather close. It was rather close, but definitely had a shot. The 0-1 misses upstairs. The Drows trailing for the first time this week as they handled the Scouts quite well over their last couple games. The 1-1 just going to miss off the plate.
And went wire to wire in both games. The offense came alive right away. They had 3 in the first inning a couple of nights ago, had 1 yesterday. Conceded the lead 1 time for a tie, but then took it right back.
Hit right to Parker Lester, broken bat softly. Hageman retired for out number 3, and Jacob Beal gets kind of off the hook with just the 1 scored. As we go to the home half of the first inning, 1-0 our score. Steam climb out on top. The Joes have their first chance to respond here at Foundation Field. You're watching the All Wealth Hamilton Joes Broadcast Network.
All Wealth Federal Credit Union is committed to providing for you. Through convenient online banking, home and auto loans, saving accounts, checking accounts, credit cards, and more, All Wealth can provide for all of your banking needs. Located at 6 South 2nd Street in Hamilton, they can be found on the phone at 513-868-5881 or online at allwealth.org. All Wealth, supporting those who serve us.
The Casual Pint is a community and neighborhood craft beer spot located in Hamilton that provides a vast selection of the best craft beers the region has to offer. They also offer a great selection of food options from appetizers to entrees, so if you just need a snack while you socialize or want to enjoy lunch or dinner, they have something that will hit the spot. Go online and order at hamilton.thecasualpint.com or go to their location located on 130 Riverfront Plaza. That is 130 Riverfront Plaza in Hamilton, Ohio. Proud sponsor of the Hamilton Joes.
For over 130 years, Coca-Cola has been guided by a spirit of creativity, innovation, collaboration, and love of community. The next time you come to Foundation Field to watch a Hamilton Joes game, do yourself a favor and get yourself an ice-cold Coke. Coca-Cola, proud sponsor of the Hamilton Joes.
Are you switching or looking for a new bank? First Financial Bank is the perfect fit because they put you first. Their 3 goals is to stay flexible to serve your needs, invest in the community financially and personally, and they tailor their services to your needs. First Financial Bank. When it comes to managing your money, they make it easy, fast, and secure.
Leading things off, the big man Parker Lester looking to pick up where he left off yesterday. Him and Wimmers had a bit of a battle to see who would have the better day. It turned out to be Wimmers, who went 4 for 4, but Lester going 2 for 3 with 2 walks, 2 runs scored, or 3 runs scored rather. Has grown quite comfortable out of that leadoff spot, and is hitting 9 for his last 19. So exactly the guy you want when chasing 1 run. will face William Stoltz. The first pitch in there for strike one. Stoltz pitching at his home field, the Miami Hamilton Harrier, through the series opener between these two. As that one misses upstairs.
Yeah, he's kind of been one way or the other against the Joes, as he's had 3 outings against them. He's had 2 really good ones and one where he struggled just a little bit.
The 1-1 ripped into right field. Will bounce up to Thaman out there, and Parker Lester picking up where he left off. The signal to lead things off.
Man, and in the first inning specifically, it's just felt automatic for Lester since he's been moved up to that leadoff position. And that's exactly what you need. You go down 1, but you're able to get a quick hit, and now you bring up Andrew Patrick, a guy who's been nestled in between a pair of hot hitters in the 2-hole, but he's due for something big, it seems, at the average all the way up now to 221.
Caught a little bit of fire yesterday. Had 2 singles, even though the second one did come around to score on. It was he scored on a quote-unquote inside the park as the first pitch to him, going to bounce low. It got past the center fielder Smith and rolled all the way to the wall. The scorer gave him a single and an RBI, and then also came around to score. No errors in the play. Very weird scored play, as they'll pick off to Parker Lester.
And I believe his other single, if I'm not mistaken, was a pop-up, right?
Yeah.
That just fell without being touched.
Yeah. Had 2 hits yesterday.
That's what you need.
Yeah. Just a little bit of luck, as he's gotten stuff rolling for him. The breaking ball not going to break at all. Miss upstairs. 2-0 to Andrew Patrick, who sits in the driver's seat. Missing up with that curveball is not something you want to do with Andrew Patrick at the plate, or I guess anybody here in this first 5 or 6. Parker Lester. Couple of hops. That one gets into right field. That's going to stop Tommy Thaman. A fake throw to third. Parker Lester in there, as that one got to the grass and died. So Andrew Patrick now a single himself, and the Joes runners at the corners with nobody out here in the first.
And you got Nick Wimmers coming up to the plate. This is a dangerous spot. And guess what? It's another lefty on the mound. That means we're going to see righty Nick Wimmers.
Righty Wimmers.
Back into the box, runners on the corners. I wouldn't be surprised here with the way that breaking ball has gone if we maybe see Wimmers try to take to start this at-bat, and you maybe see Andrew Patrick try to swipe second, especially with the way Wimmers has hit the ball. If you think you can draw a single that would score 2 and put you out in front, you'd love to get that here.
Wimmers has only been retired twice over the last 2 games. Was not retired at all last game. Is 7 for his last 9 and 9 for his last 11 reaching base with 2 walks. A home run was a double short of the cycle 2 days ago. Had that double yesterday. Tried to petition to get that one, maybe move back the game. It's the first pitch to Wimmers. Breaking ball going to miss upstairs. Righty Wimmers hitting .433 on the season.
Oh, my goodness.
As Wimmers has climbed that average well above 300.
Yeah, he's almost at 350 now, 347 on the season.
After he's committed, he's really gone on a tear. I guess
Absolutely.
the pressure's been released as that one shot out of play.
Almost a trend with he and Andrew Patrick, who both seem to have found their groove after they went out on hiatus. Patrick was just on vacation, but Wimmers going out to visit some colleges, and both caught fire. Good to see, though, because you remember Parker Lester was over for a while, and Nick Wimmers was hitting in the 100s for the first couple weeks of the season. Those two have just caught absolute fire these past couple weeks.
There goes Andrew Patrick. That one's going to come in to hit Wimmers. Steal that stolen bag from Andrew Patrick, who has 6'2" speed. Also have to mention that Wimmers has 6'7" speed. It is our daily obligation to mention Wimmers' speed, as we kind of did him dirty a couple days ago. So Wimmers reaches on a hit by pitch. Will bring up Steven Stigler. His first at bat with the bases loaded. That's the first pitch piped for strike one.
Future teammates.
Future teammates, yes. Ziu comes out on top. Probably many matchups between these two. That one lays to the right-hand side. Run scores for sure. Andrew Patrick got some speed. The throw from Thaman is a good one, but not in time. AP too fast. Ball to the backstop. William Stoltz there to recover. But a 2 RBI single for Steven Stigler gives the Joes the lead, and it just seems like the Joes are hitting a bit different over the last 3 games.
Absolutely. Steven Stigler now gets RBIs number 4 and 5 on the year. And it's interesting. It's weird how you kind of get a gut feeling with this team and the way they've been performing the past couple of days. I mean, with Stigler coming to the plate, is maybe they're going to intentionally walk Evan Ulrich. So he's going to load the bases again with nobody out. But, yeah, I mean.
There's confusion, though.
And now Ulrich's getting back into maybe strap up the leg pads, and indeed he's going to strap up the pads again. So maybe he won't take it. Yeah, that would have been a puzzling decision with nobody out. But, you know, you just get the feeling with this team. When Stigler was coming to the plate, the way this team has performed the past couple of days, just from an outside perspective, it gives you that confidence where you just felt like he was going to get a hit. And you felt like he was at least going to tie the game, if not give the Joes the lead. And so, you know, we're obviously excited, but it almost feels like we're not even surprised at this point with the way the team's been performing, that it seems like everybody's just putting in their at-bats when they need to and just chipping into the overall effort of the team. As now this conference is going to break up, and Evan Ulrich's going to get to bat, pardon me.
Yeah, it's very reminiscent of the 7-game winning streak where it just seems like everything that can go right goes right. The pitching was very good during that. Had the no-hitter, put up 14 runs against Lincoln County. It just seemed like everything was rolling in the right direction. It seems like that right now. I do believe that he was calling for a mound visit, and I think the way he gestured, he threw 4 fingers out because he's holding a pen, and so it kind of confused a couple of people. So not a walk. Evan Ulrich will get the bat with runners in scoring position, and the Joes now up 2-1. First pitch will miss off the plate.
See if Ulrich makes him pay here.
Yeah, maybe rather have him walked. He's trying to hunt down that home run lead, or rather,
he has the home run lead now. Yep.
I got it confused with Brazier, the now leader in home runs.
Solo.
Yeah. That one hit to the right-hand side. Hit well, going to range foul and out of play. Hit that one pretty hard.
Yeah, Ulrich, you can tell with his swing that he's just trending very much in the right direction. Because I was talking to Tyler Thaman, he was talking about it back in his playing days and his swing. He said a lot of times you wouldn't even have to swing the bat super hard, but you just swing the bat, you know coming off the bat,
barrel,
that ball is hit well, and that's an example of that. Ulrich didn't swing the bat super hard there, but he caught barrel, and that one was hit really hard, albeit foul.
Right at about 315 feet. The 1-1 going to miss upstairs. We saw yesterday, didn't think he had the best contact, but cleared the fence.
Flew up and out of our sight.
Yeah.
Looked like a routine fly out to left and carried over the left center wall.
2 balls, 1 strike, as there's action in the bullpen for the Cincinnati Steam already early. Rips that one foul. That breaking ball hung upstairs. Wimmers Evan Ulrich, rather, kind of chasing that one upstairs, but much to Tyler Thaman's pleasure, trying to chase that breaking ball out of the repertoire for William Stoltz.
Yep, we talked about that a couple days ago,
trying
too.
To spin on it is what he said. The 2-2, going to miss off the plate. Now 3-2 full count.
He said if you don't want the breaking ball to get pitched to you, then just wait on it, turn on it as hard as you can, and just put it into the parking lot, he said. Just scare the pitcher away from throwing it to you again.
Full count, runners at second and third. The Joes have already scored 2 to take the lead. And fastball pumped by the bat of Evan Ulrich. Asked the umpire if that was going to be a strike, and he maybe chased. I think he did. But Stoltz gets his first out of the inning after the first 4 Joes reach. Bring Clay Badalak up to the plate. Badalak with another chance, an RBI chance here. His first of the game, swings a sword at that one. Nothing to 1 to Badalak. Shortstop at tonight's proceedings, looking to keep this rally rolling for the Joes. Chase that one upstairs. Fastball working well for Stoltz. 84 on that fastball. But the breaking ball not quite working for Stoltz, so maybe going back to the fastball is throwing a couple of Joes off balance. Badalak down 0-2. Weird shuffle. That one's chopped to short. Coming in is Wimmers. He'll try to dance around. And they'll say they got him on the tag. That's might be one of the weirdest decisions to run.
Yeah, it would have been better if Wimmers decided to go right off the rip, but I think that because Schneider waited on that one at short, he thought he was going to go over to first, and so he had a delayed reaction over to it. And it was not a good throw by Schneider home. It almost got by Hewen at the plate, but it was just there in enough of the vicinity of home plate where he was able to apply the tag.
Yeah, I think if that one hits the ground right around home plate, I think Wimmers leaves instantly and you maybe get a run scored. But Badalak kind of fisted it, and it kind of flew its way out to the dirt, in quotations, in the infield. We'll bring up Sam Lowe as that one gets away. Both runners trying to advance. They will do just that. As the ball in the dirt bounces away from Hewen. And we'll bring 2 more runners back into scoring position. Sam Lowe will look to hunt down the RBI lead. Took it over from Grant Miller, who no longer holds it and is no longer playing, is out with a shoulder injury, unfortunately. The 1-0. Laced back up the middle. Sam Lowe, 1 RBI for sure. The throw going to be cut off from John. 2-run RBI single. Puts 2 more on the board for the Joes, and Sam Lowe keeps himself rolling.
Sam Lowe jumps out to the team RBI lead, shuffling back and forth. 19 for him now on the season. And it seems like he's had a lot of those lately. You know, he was kind of sitting in the 3rd, 4th position on the team for a little while where, you know, he was there and he was in the conversation, but he wasn't quite at the top. And now he has just consistently jumped up to the top, and then sometimes somebody will pass him, maybe on a day he's off or something. But now he's got the solo lead once again, 1 ahead of Cal Brazier with 19.
2 outs. The Joes now up 4-1 as they've exploded here in this inning. First pitch to Casey Fink. His first at-bat will be missed upstairs. Didn't see Fink yesterday. Thought we might see him on the mound. But Hudson threw probably the best you'll see him throw out of the bullpen. Went 6 innings.
Yeah, the reverse start like you mentioned.
Got the win as the 1-0. Going to catch that outside corner on Fink.
Fink kind of threw a half bullpen yesterday as he started to warm up, but Hudson was looking really good on the mound yesterday. He's got such good endurance.
Yeah.
And he's just a guy that you can rely on in those late innings.
Ball 1 strike to Fink. That one chopped on the ground. Left-hand side. Diving play from Schneider. That'll bounce off of his glove. Rounding hard is Sam Lowe. The throw into third not in time. The throw will be pump faked over there by Lopez. Runners will move to second and third as Fink gets a single. Joes just continue to roll here in the inning, bringing the 9th batter to the plate in Cal Brazier.
They batted around, and here comes Alex Dickey from the Steam dugout. And Zach Weber in the bullpen. He's going to take the ball. Weber entering the game, 2 in scoring position, 2 out. Joe's batting around. The start cut short here. A tough ending for William Stoltz as he's cut off early.
A start to forget for William Stoltz. 4-1 our score. It's still 2 runners in scoring position with 2 outs. We'll be right back with Zach Weber on the mound. You're watching the All Wealth Hamilton Joes Broadcast Network.
Kettering Health Hamilton at Fort Hamilton Hospital, founded in 1929, is dedicated to providing Butler County with community-focused health care. With skilled specialists and cutting-edge technology, they feature advanced wound care, emergency care with a Level 3 trauma center, heart and vascular care, maternity care, and orthopedics and joint replacement. Visit them at 630 Eaton Avenue in Hamilton or give them a call at 513-867-2000 for all of your healthcare needs.
Four-Star Mechanical is your one-stop shop for all things heating, ventilation, air conditioning, and refrigeration. With over 100 combined years of industry-specific experience, they're equipped with the design and job site knowledge to complete every project from concept to routine maintenance. Call them at 513-737-1008.
Cal Brazier, the only batter not to come to the plate here in this inning, will get his chance here against Zach Weber. They'll take the lefty out of the game, so we have to hit against the righty in Weber. Zach Weber, a Ohio University Bobcat out of Lebanon, Ohio. Shout out to Grant Ingham, just on the other side of the press box. First pitch miss upstairs.
Yeah, shout out Lebanon, Ohio. Lebanon Warriors. They had a really good year. Their high school baseball team had one of their better years in program history this season.
Weber not too accustomed out of bullpen action. Has 5 appearances as that one's crushed into right field. Going back is Hegeman. He's going to watch it fly over the wall. A Brazier bomb to clear the bases. And now Brazier tied with Ulrich. That might be the farthest ball we've ever seen hit here this season.
Yeah, big stomp on home plate for Cal Brazier, and he's earned it. Joes are hyped on the left side, and deservedly so. What a response for this team after things were not going their way in the top of the first, but good on that defense, good on Jacob Beal. You escape with limited damage, and you just let the offense do their thing.
Again, I'm going to bring up the 7-game win streak because during that win streak, it just seemed like every time a team scored, we would score 4 or 5 in response.
Exactly.
It's 7 in this inning as Parker Lester bats for the second time. He'll swing through the first pitch he sees.
What's up? You made it up. He definitely didn't go to I definitely didn't look it up. He definitely didn't just go to Leonard High School.
0-1. Going to miss off the plate. Second time in 3 days that a new pitcher's come in to face a new guy, and that guy has hit a 3-run shot as Melvin hit one in Xenia. As Parker Lester will ground that one, couple of hops over there to Corey Miley. That will end the inning, but not before 10 Joes come to the plate to bring 7 runs home. 3 coming off a Brazier bomb, his 4th of the season, 3-run shot. The Joes are rolling. Jacob Beal back on the mound for the top half of the second, 7-1 our score. You're watching the All Wealth Hamilton Joes Broadcast Network.
Woman-owned and family-operated, M&G Body Shop has a honest and dependable staff that has over 30 years of experience bringing cars back to life. M&G Body Shop can get your car back safely on the road, providing a wide variety of services including bodywork, frame adjustment, painting, total loss evaluation, window and glass repair, collision repair, alignment, insurance claim reports, and paintless dent repair, and more. Visit M&G Body Shop at 12018 Hamilton Avenue in Cincinnati or call them up at 513-851-9056.
After a 7-run inning, Jacob Beal will retake the mound with a cushion. Don't know if he quite expected to be up this much as next inning. First pitch to Hayden Christensen. A check swing. They will check over to first. He did not go. I would have told you for free that he went on that one. But 1-0 on Christensen. As that one's ripped to left field. Going back is Stigler. That one hits off the base of the wall by the Richards Pizza sign. An appropriate response from Christensen. A leadoff double here in the second. Maybe took a little bit of air out of this Joe's crowd.
Third baseman, number 1, Gabriel Lopez.
Yeah, it's for the Joes now, though. It's just don't give them up in a string. You can't give them up 2, 3, 4 in a row. You know, ideally, obviously, you would like to have no base runners, but if you do get them like that, you just got to get the outs.
First pitch to Gabriel Lopez on the lower part of the zone for strike number 1. It almost looked like the Joes were going to put up 10. I don't think I've ever seen a double-digit inning. I'm not going to lie. As the 0-1 just going to miss off the plate.
And actually, funny you mentioned that because this is giving perfect deja vu to the second-to-last meeting between these two teams last year in Roselawn when the Joes put up 11 runs in the first inning.
That's going to miss off the plate. Wimmer's unable to make the umpire think that one was a strike. We all thought it was up here. 2-1 our count. Over at second is Hayden Christensen. Led the inning off with a double. Nobody out. Jacob Beal once again pitching from the for the stretch rather. That one will miss off the plate. We have talked about all season when the Joes are up and when other teams are up how to pitch with the lead. It's literally just fill it up and no free bases. As the 3-1 gonna miss low, and that will be a walk to Gabriel Lopez on 5 pitches to bring up Corey Miley, the 9-hole. Did see 2 hits in the first inning. Double single from Thaman and Schneider. Thaman came around to score on a wild pitch. Schneider was left stranded. Runners at first and second. Jacob Beal in some hot water already. First pitch to Miley right down the middle for strike 1. Reminiscent. We have to mention every time that this team come back here, they run into 5 double plays. So always something that we'd like to mention and maybe speak into existence as the 0-2 will find the zone on the inside corner. It seems like Beal just pitches better under pressure, I think. At his first strikeout with runners at second and third, as that one will miss upstairs last inning.
Yeah, I don't know if there's something to be said about the stretch being a more natural position for him or what it may be, but you know, he's got a decent amount of walks on the season, but it feels like they usually come with runners not on or early on the base pads.
Big chase from Corey Miley. The slider wiped Miley all the way into the other batter's box for out number 1.
Yeah, because Beal, I mean, despite the walk numbers he had coming in, is not really a guy that you kind of expect to walk the bases loaded and to walk runs in. He'll just kind of give up a walk here or there sometimes, it seems like, at the beginning of innings and then try to pitch his way out.
Tommy Thaman, leadoff man for this team, going to ground the ball foul for strike number 1. It does, with Beal having more walks than strikeouts, it's not because he walks somebody at a high clip. It's more just because he's just not a huge strikeout guy. He likes to rely on his defense and has done so here already early as the 0-1 will miss just off the plate. The outside corner on both sides, a bit constricting as both pitchers settle in to this home plate umpire's zone. 1-1, going to miss upstairs to Thaman. Thaman, we mentioned it in 281, already has a double tonight, and the only run on the scoreboard for the Steam. A couple checks as that one will also miss upstairs. Jacob Beal having a bit of trouble finishing his pitches here to Tommy Thaman.
First dance tonight.
3 balls, 1 strike. As that one misses upstairs, and that'll walk the bases loaded. Tommy Thaman with a nice set of eyes up there at the plate will give the Steam a chance to have a response of their own. Exactly what you don't want to happen is you get somebody running out to the bullpen. It's our bullpen catcher. Didn't get a chance to look at who's up tonight. I would assume it would be all hands on deck, assuming you didn't throw over the last couple of games. Adam Schneider going to hit that one into fair territory. Beal going to feel it and flip it back to Wimmers. Probably his only play, to be completely honest, as that one was hit almost Casey Fink-esque up the line. Will score Hayden Christensen, and the bases will stay loaded. Schneider gets an RBI.
Yeah, bunt single and a just chopper up the first or the third base side rather that barely had any sort of momentum for Adam Schneider. He's reached twice, and now that'll draw a mound visit from Tyler Thaman, like you mentioned. Blake pitcher warming up out there. Pitcher looking to begin warming up. I believe Travis Smith is out there throwing some plyo.
Well, yesterday,
Smith is up today.
Yesterday we used Hendrickson in a kind of pseudo starter or opener kind of role. Went 3 innings before Hudson came in and threw the next 6. So don't know if that was kind of the plan with Beal, to throw maybe 2 or 3 innings and then throw in somebody who we're used to logging a high count of innings.
Could also potentially be Justin Boggs.
Boggs looked great the last time we saw him.
He did. He pitched 1 inning and gave up no runs, no hits. That was a couple of nights ago in Game 1 against the Xenia Scouts.
So Tyler Thaman will leave the mound, probably just talking to his pitcher, telling him, "Hey, you know, we're up 5. Let's just fill the zone." My coach always liked to say in high school, just fill it up, or throw it down the middle, see how far they can hit it when people are struggling. Just pipe one and just let your defense do the work, because that one will miss upstairs. Max Freeze tied to the top of this GLSCL South, tied with Wimmers in terms of average, as that one misses off the plate.
Earl and Quakers are just taking a league by storm.
In 347, lined out to Sam Lowe his last time, required the best effort from Lowe, as that one will miss upstairs. We've seen out of the mound visit pitchers be very good, especially when Thaman's gone, as Ryan Finnerty's been sick for a couple of days. We haven't seen him do some mound visits. The 3-0 right down the middle will get me over strike.
That pitcher out there is getting ready in a hurry.
Yeah, he's not going pitch for pitch.
It is just throw, get the ball back, throw again.
The 3-1 chopped down the third base line. Sam Lowe going to touch that one foul. Thought maybe you wait for it.
Maybe you wait on it to go fair. That probably wasn't going to go fair, but you never know.
You just sit back because the only person who's not running over there.
There was a traffic jam at third base.
Lopez wasn't running, so presumably you just throw it home and you get the force out.
Feynman was already there at the bag. Or you could start the whole situation like we had a couple of weeks ago with the whole situation at third.
Off, on again, off again. Full count. Will miss upstairs, and then a walk and a run. Max Freeze gets himself an RBI, and the Steam with a 2-run response so far in the second. Exactly what you didn't want to see if you were the Joes. As they were all over Stoltz. Weber only facing 2 batters. Have not seen much of him so far. But up to almost 50 pitches will bring up William John. So that one almost comes in and hits him. I am sure the Steam dugout is yelling at him to take that one off the meat of the thigh. That'll bring home. That would have brought home a run. 7-4 our score. 1 out. Bases loaded. As that one will miss upstairs. Jacob Beal struggling just a little bit in terms of finding the zone. And now 3-0. So able to work the count full from Freeze. It walked them. And now John ahead in the count 3-0. Take it all the way. Get me over strike right down the middle. Pitch number 51 from Jacob Beal through just 2 innings. I've seen the bases loaded twice. As John going to swing through that one. Tempted him up in the zone. John is the beer batter. As everybody here at Foundation Field cheering him on to strike out, he'll do just that. Strikeouts in back-to-back innings for William John, and now $1 off beers for the rest of the inning. A happy crowd. A big out number 2 as Luke Hewen taking some time to throw off the pads before he'll make his way to the plate. His jersey is a darker shade of blue than the rest as he has been sweating it out behind the dish. You always got to go dark colors, I feel like. Light colors, you're going to sell out your catcher like he has right here.
87 degrees at first pitch.
Hewen 1 for 1 with the bases loaded with 6 RBIs. Will swing through a slider. As we mentioned, Jacob Beal just pitches better with his back against the wall in a lot of cases. A walk to Freeze, but able to work the count back full and get the strikeout to John, who also struck out with runners in scoring position in the first. As the 0-1 missing upstairs. Wimmer's having to jump out of his stance. Doing his best Zumba class behind the dish tonight.
About killed the home plate umpire.
Would have taken his head off. Seven to 4 our score. A 1-1 count. Is that one will miss inside. He went a walk his last time up, but this time nowhere to put him.
Pitcher looks ready out there in the Joe's bullpen.
2 balls, 1 strike, 2 outs. The Steam have fought 2 back after the Joes put up 7 in the home half of the first. With the 2-1. Just going to miss upstairs. He went about an inch or two too short for that strike call.
I can relate.
Short Kings got to stay together, you know. The 3-1. Going to miss off the plate. Hewen will reach. 4th walk of the inning has brought home run number 3 here in the inning.
And here comes a new pitcher.
And that will bring out a new hill. We will be right back with his stats and name. We'll be right back here watching the All with Hamilton Jones Broadcast Network. Josh Hageman will come in to face Justin Boggs, the guy who we had mentioned a couple of guys ago, I believe, earlier in this inning. Will come in to face Hageman with the bases loaded and 2 outs. Get a big swing and a miss there. Coming in, setting the precedent from Boggs. As last time out, he just pitched the 1 inning we mentioned, pitched very well. In the portal after playing his last season at the University of Charleston, a couple of teammates on this team with Evan and Casey. As the 0-1 swung on and missed. Tip back into the glove of Wimmers. Steam have brought 9 to the plate, have scored 3, as the score has shrunk from a 6-run ball game to a 3-run ball game. Base is still loaded. Boggs coined the exterminator up here in the box. We'll see if that holds. That one misses upstairs. Needs to earn it.
Absolutely. Good time to put out a fire, though.
Huge. Just seems like a game that might even be higher scoring unless one team or the other can nail down pitching. The 1-2, breaking ball in the dirt. Good block by Wimmers, better take by Hageman. We rather marveled at Boggs's curveball the last time we saw him. It's almost video game-like.
Yeah, it's got so much movement. He sits in the low 90s with the fastball. The curveball is going to be in the mid-70s.
2-2. Fastball inside. Dancing out of the way is Hageman. Going to be honest, I wouldn't want to take 90 off the leg either.
That would have been off the kneecap, too. That would have been quite painful.
I have worn 94 off the arm, and I swear I will always jump out of the way for the rest of my life. The most painful. Full count, 3-2. On the outside corner, ring him up. The exterminator gets the strikeout to end the inning and put out the fire. We will move to the bottom of the second. 7-4 our score. The Joes looking for a response. You're watching the All Wealth Hamilton Joes Broadcast Network.
Are your clothes still dirty after going through the wash? Is your fridge failing to keep things cold? Pate Appliance Service offers superior home appliance repair in Hamilton, Ohio, so you can get on with your day-to-day activities. They are a family-owned company offering fast and reliable appliance repairs. Their skilled service technicians work on a wide variety of brands and home appliances, providing quality repairs on everything from dishwashers to microwaves. Go to their location at 780 South Martin Luther King Jr. Boulevard or contact them at 513-285-3519. Planet Fitness strives to create a workout environment where everyone feels accepted and respected. That's why at Planet Fitness Hamilton, Ohio, we take care to make sure our club is clean and welcoming, our staff is friendly, and our certified trainers are ready to help. Whether you're a first-time gym user or a fitness veteran, you'll always have a home in our judgment-free zone.
Seven to 4 our score after a rather entertaining first inning and 2/3, or inning and
inning and a half.
Inning and a half. That's I don't know why the thirds are stuck in the brain. Andrew Patrick going to lead things off. Part of the 7-run outburst, one of the 7 to score. Everybody but one in that inning reached base. Is that one rung on the outside corner? 10 to the plate, 7 scored. Andrew Patrick looking to start something up here. He will rip that one, but that will bounce off the fence for strike number 2. Shot one softly into right field his last time, using the turf to skip his way into a single, as he's been able to work that average higher. That one chopped to the left-hand side, speared by Lopez, fired across the diamond in time to retire the leadoff man, Patrick. The first time in this game a leadoff man has been retired. Goes to Andrew Patrick. Zach Weber still on the mound. We'll bring up Nick Wimmers. We mentioned just one Joe has not reached base. Wimmers, the other Joe, to not score as they brought 10 to the plate. That one going to miss off for ball 1. They're going to bring in the righty, so it will now be lefty Wimmers. We mentioned righty Wimmers does not get out. Lefty Wimmers not too bad himself. That one's chopped on the ground. Schneider going to have to come in to make a tough play. We'll do just that for out number 2. So a couple of 4-3s. We'll bring up Steven Stigler. Had that big single that gave the Joes the lead at the time. Went up 2-1. I don't think really any of us thought we were going to see 7 runs in that inning.
Definitely not.
First 2 coming off the bat is Stigler, who will look to get something going with 2 outs here in the second. As Weber going to break that curveball in there for strike number 1. Weber has come in and despite giving up the big Brazier bomb, has been very good to put out the fire. Retired Lester to end the inning in a string of 4 4-3s. Lester grounding out to Schneider to end the first, and then Patrick and Wimmers doing so here in the second. Weber trying to calm things down on the Steam side as they've grabbed some momentum themselves. Stigler going to pop that one up. Could be trouble. Coming in is Thaman. That's going to drop in front of him. Another single for Steven Stigler, the man who hit .419 for the Miami Hamilton Harriers, is starting to catch fire for the Hamilton Joes.
Yeah, he's starting to come to form, and you can tell. Maybe a little bit of nerves the first few times he came up in the Joes uniform, but you can tell that in the box his approach is good now, and the confidence is a lot higher, and he's getting the results.
Yeah, not sure if he came in with some expectations, but considering he hit so well over the collegiate season, has now kind of come into his own as Ulrich going to hit that one off the top of the dugout and into the parking lot. I think that hopped over the fence.
That was very cool.
It rolled.
It was grounded up and then popped up, rolled along the top roof of the dugout, and then over the fence, over the trees, and into the parking lot.
0-1 to Ulrich. That one going to miss low.
I feel like we describe a lot of foul balls here at Foundation.
They're
unique.
Yeah, they're never ordinary. They're always strange.
There's always something weird.
Yeah, some would coin extraordinary. 1 ball, 1 strike to Ulrich, trying to keep this inning alive. As he'll swing at one in the dirt. Good pick by Hewen. As I think Evan thought that Stigler was off running.
Yeah, he kind of took a secondary, and Evan chopped at it, maybe thought the hit and run was on. They're shifting a little bit on Evan in the outfield. Hegeman's shadowing a little more towards the left center gap.
Maybe to play in that shade, as it is shady over there. 1-2. Breaking ball. Check swing in the dirt. They'll say it did not go. The count even 2-2.
We saw the scouts do that a couple times yesterday, most notably to Parker Lester, where they did it a couple of times because Lester just would push balls straight back up the middle over and over again, it seemed like.
Pickoff move. Rather a telegraph, as that one looked like, you mentioned dancing yesterday. That one looked like a dance 100%. Threw the arms out and came right back across. Fancy footwork. 2-2. Shot in the right field. Taken the other way. Stigler going to get sent. The throw from Thaman. Not in time. Stigler in front of the tag, testing the arm of Thaman. who elects not to use the turf.
Yeah, the throw was just not well placed. It was well timed. It had enough mustard behind it, but it's just a little up and away from Lopez out towards the outfield. Like you mentioned, if he tries to maybe one-hop that one, that being Tommy Thaman out there in right, he's probably going to get Steven Stigler pretty easily. Could be,
go ahead.
Could be huge for the Joes, I was just going to say, to get
Yeah.
a response here after the 3 spot.
Clay Badalak reaching on a fielder's choice. Evan Ulrich was the last Joe not to reach base. He does so. As Clay going to foul that one off.
We see an Evan Ulrich stolen bag here.
He does have wheels.
I don't know about in this situation.
I think you let Clay ride, especially a guy who reaches base as much as Clay does. And there he goes. So called it. The throw from Hewen. Pulled off the bag. Evan in there safely. Was a called strike 2 from Badalak. As Ulrich taking his time, have to get the turf out of his pants. Good luck.
And to undo his belt.
That's going to be in there for a while. As a base stealer, you would almost rather have dirt. But 0-2. Badalak trying to fight. He'll watch that one downstairs. Ulrich was the only guy not to reach Cade in the first, now a single. It's good to see him kind of fight with 2 strikes and punch one the other way. We'll see if Clay can do the same thing here. The 1-2 on the outside corner, ring him up. So Badalak goes down on strikes. The Joes leave 2 stranded. Zach Weber able to get himself out of a jam and keep the score at 7-4. Top of the 3rd coming up. You're watching the All Wealth Hamilton Joes Broadcast Network.
Hungry Joe's fans, stop by Richard's Pizza before, during, or after the Hamilton Joes game. Order a pizza that was voted #1 best pizza in Butler County, or order one of their famous Italian steak sandwiches at Richard's Pizza, located on 417 Main Street. You can order online or stop by Richard's Pizza for your next delicious meal.
Butler County Mental Health and Addiction Recovery Services, in partnership with the community, is here to provide comprehensive recovery-oriented system of care and prevention. In addition, we continuously improve the quality of life of Butler County citizens through the support of addiction and mental health recovery services. Butler County Mental Health and Addiction Recovery, a proud sponsor of your Hamilton Joes. Bridgewater Falls offers guests a unique shopping experience with more than 30 shopping destinations, including Target, JCPenney, Ulta, Best Buy, Michaels, Dick's Sporting Goods, and many more. Bridgewater Falls also has a wide variety of delicious dining destinations. From burgers to pizza to sushi, experience all the flavors of Bridgewater Falls. Bridgewater Falls is located just off the Butler County Veterans Highway, Ohio 129, at the corner of Princeton Road and Bypass 4. Come experience a great shopping, dining, and services in the heart of Fairfield Township, Ohio.
Hayden Christensen going to lead himself off once again here in the 3rd inning. Had a double in the 2nd, came around to score as Steve put across 3. First pitch sent out of play. Christensen, listed as a catcher, has played a lot of outfield for this team. Actually, I don't think we've ever seen him play behind the dish.
Have not.
Against us. So 0-1 breaking ball. Just going to miss upstairs. Breaking not enough for the home plate umpire. Christensen out of Xavier, just down the road. Hometown of Spring Grove, Illinois. As that one laced into center field. Andrew Patrick coming in will make the play for out number 1.
There's a collective groan
Yeah.
around us here at Foundation Field as everyone thought that was getting down. Not a whole lot of wind to speak of, but Andrew Patrick just making it look easy out there.
He is that dude. Is replacing Grant Miller, who, if Miller's out there, I think everybody thinks that's caught. We haven't seen AP out there for quite some time, or at least at home. Has not played a lot of outfield. It's the first pitch that Lopez is going to miss off. So everybody not quite acclimated to how much range Andrew Patrick has. But runs a 6.2 60. That's blazing speed. What a no to Lopez. Almost comes in and hits him, but dancing out of the way is Lopez as the count moves to 2-0. Sun just beginning to set here at Foundation Field. That's covered the batter's box and that almost covered the pitcher's mound. As that one bounced in front of the plate, off the glove of Wimmers to the backstop, and the count's now 3-0. Lopez drew a walk in the second. It was Christensen, Lopez, and Thaman that all came around to score in that 3-run inning. Saw the Steam kind of claw their way back. The 3-0, get me over fastball, a good one at that. Looked like he tried to paint a corner. Most guys were trying to throw it down the middle. Boggs still trying to paint corners. As the 3-1, fastball on the outside. Has worked himself back to a full count and will hunt his second strikeout of the game. Got 4 for the staff in total. As the full count. Breaking ball back into the glove of Wimmers. Got him swinging. We mentioned how good that breaking ball is for Boggs.
Because it doesn't just have one type of movement. It doesn't just fall straight down on you.
No.
On those righty hitters, as it's coming down, it also kind of slides away, and that's just disgusting stuff. I mean, it started up very high on Lopez.
First pitch going to miss it off the plate.
And, I mean, that ball not only drops from above the zone into the zone, but it starts inside, maybe even going to hit you, and somehow finds the inside half of the plate, and all of a sudden you see strike 3.
Want to know to Corey Miley, the fastball going to miss just off the plate. Yeah, if you're looking at a clock, it is maybe 11:05 or like 10:30 to 5-ish.
Yeah, I mean it's a good pitch. It's good. It's multifaceted. It's not a single.
There you see it again. Buckles the knees of Miley. Gets his first strike of the at-bat.
I love to watch that movement because, I mean, you see, you know, not everybody obviously has a great curveball, but you see a lot of curveballs that just fall straight down.
2-1. Fouled over to the dugout. Reaching over. But not able to make the play over there. Count moves to 2-2.
But, I mean, like with that pitch, it's almost like you combine a 12-6 curveball and almost like a 3/4 slider as it just has that sideways movement to it.
Some would say slurve. The 2-2. Just going to miss upstairs. Second time we've seen that pitch this inning go against Boggs. Yeah, some would say slurve.
Yeah.
If you play MLB The Show.
Yeah, I was going to say, the slurve really pops up in MLB The Show. It's one of those weird pitches you put on your create a player, but Boggs kind of has it in the repertoire.
3-2. Fouled in the tip of Wimmers' glove again. 2 Ks, 3 Ks in an inning and a third from Boggs as he seems to be in form. And now maybe a pitcher's duel here at a 7-4 ball game. You're watching the All World Hamilton Joe's Broadcast Network.
At Brown Dawson Flick Funeral Home, we don't just care for the recently departed. We serve those who held them most dearly. Our families have known since 1935 that they can count on our honest and respectful staff to provide only the highest level of service. The kind of service that you can't get just anywhere these days. We invite you to explore our site to learn more about Brown Dawson Flick Funeral Home at browndawsonflick.com, a proud sponsor of your Hamilton Joes. Come curious and leave inspired. The Fitton Center for Creative Arts isn't just a building, it's an experience. We are a nonprofit community arts organization that has been a part of the Hamilton community for over 20 years. Visit us soon to see what we have to offer. Learn something new in one of our art classes or workshops that are open to students of all ages. Be enthralled by extraordinary musicians, actors, and dancers at one of our live performances. Stroll through our remarkable art galleries or reserve one of our diverse venues for your special event. Become a part of the Fitton Center and redefine the way you experience the arts in Hamilton.
Sam Lowe going to lead things off for the Joes as back-to-back zeros have been thrown on the scoreboard from both teams after a collective 11 runs. Sam Lowe, one of 3 Joes with RBIs. Stigler, Lowe, and Brazier have all combined for the 7 RBIs. As that one will miss low to Sam Lowe. No pun intended on that one. 1 ball, no strikes. Sam Lowe trying to kickstart the Joes offense here in the 3rd. He will reach off the plate and foul that one off for strike number 1. It's been Lowe and Brazier that have been battling at the top of the RBI count. Lowe jumped right back ahead with 2 earlier in the 1st. Then Brazier hit the 3-run shot, climbed right back in front of him as that one's just foul.
Oh, come on, Tyler. Make a play. Third base. Tyler Thaman, coach at third base, didn't even move. But, yeah, Lowe, I mean, he's down 2 RBIs right now, so solo shot, get him 1 closer.
1-2 shot right back at Weber, who throws from the mound. Always a little sketchy, not to clear the mound. It will do so successfully for out number 1.
That may have been the most casual ground ball receipt on a comebacker to the pitcher I've ever seen.
Yeah.
He was so nonchalant, and it wasn't even like nonchalant like he just threw the glove at it. It was just he tracked it all the way in, but he just stood there, and it was a simple throw.
You're taught as a pitcher to get off the mound because it's an unelevated surface, or it's an elevated surface, and it throws off your throwing. Is the first pitch to Casey Fink going to miss off the plate?
Yeah, and with the elevation change and all that, and the footwork, just you don't want to cause anything.
But I guess when you have that much time, you can afford to throw one, as you're not going to hum it. So that one fouled off for strike 1 on Casey Fink.
Yeah, I mean, to be fair, that was kind of a pitch and catch. I don't think I think he wasn't even straddling. I think he was from a standstill and just
he
used the whip action.
Just fielded it, turned the hips, and threw it. I don't know if he moved the legs at all, as that one misses off to Casey Fink. 1 out, nobody on. Casey Fink 1 for 1. Came around to score, 1 of 7 Joes to score in the 1st, as that one just going to catch the outside corner. Good frame from Hewen over there on the outer half. Able to bring that one back. Casey Fink didn't think that one was a strike. So he'll just throw that bat at this one. Going to drop that one in the left field. Fink gets away and will try to reach second. He will do so successfully, as Hayden Christensen was unable to make the play in time. Single in there. Fink probably one of the best bats I've seen, with 2 strikes just to throw it at it and just kind of bloop stuff the other way. But we'll bring up the man of the hour, dangerous Cal Brazier. Weber has already been touched by him once. Was the first batter he faced, put it over the ADG sign out there in right center. First pitch in the dirt, rightfully so. No Amazon Web Service, so we can't tell you how far the ball was projected to go or how far it went. But I can tell you the center field wall is, what, 390?
Yeah, it's 390 out there in center.
And carried that.
Yeah, and I don't mean to discredit you, Blake, but when you say right center, that is generous.
Yeah, no, yeah.
I mean, that's almost center field.
It might have gone over the Fort Hamilton side, I'm not going to lie. The 1-0, big swing and a miss from Brazier. I say right center because it's
not straight away. I understand.
Center.
Yes,
it's not dead center, but it was not your typical right center.
It was not the right center gap.
Because center is the batter side.
Yes,
which we saw Deering hit as the 1-1 swung on a miss, chasing a heavy dose of breaking balls now to Cal Brazier.
I almost wish that that hit was kind of turned a little bit to the left just to see how far up it would have got on that batter's eye. We saw Austin Deering hit pretty high on it, but we've never seen someone hit it over it at his foundation field lore.
With Wood, I believe, as the 1-2 fouled off.
Yes, we've heard stories of it being done by some Harriers at Miami Hamilton, but I believe it's only been done once in a game, and it was a fall ball game. It was an inter-squad scrimmage that Miami Hamilton was hosting, so I don't know. But, yeah, I mean, doing that with Wood would be ridiculous out there in center field.
Home run derby-esque. The 1-2 to Brazier. They'll ground that one just foul.
If there's anyone that can do it, though, it is Cal.
Yeah. It'd be a couple guys in this team, actually. I'd probably have decent money on, but I don't know about in-game. It's a little different.
Yeah.
That makes the feat just more impressive because you don't know what's coming. I would like to see a metal bat home run derby here, maybe for BP with just the guys during a practice, maybe over the next couple of days or something like that. I think that'd be awesome. It's the 1-2, big swung on a miss from Brazier, chasing upstairs. He will go down on strikes for the second out of the inning. We'll bring up Parker Lester.
I cannot express my disappointment enough that the Metal Bat Home Run Derby, which we've already brought up a couple times on broadcast this season, was not approved as the tiebreaker this season.
I think we would have ran that. I think that's why. I think they looked at our roster and went,
well, we voted no.
Oh, we did?
Yeah.
Oh, Darryl, what are you doing?
Come on, D.
We got to get on the horn with Darryl Grissom. he can't see over there at first currently, so we'll give him a break. Parker Lester, 2 outs. Now watch that one off the plate. 88, a bit of a break from Stoltz, who was throwing top 84 from the left-hand side. Lester, the second time in the lineup here for Weber. So, gonna miss, or rather, catch the outside corner. One for 2 is Lester.
Ewan set up on that outside half right now on Lester. Just calling everything on that outside corner right now.
We've seen these Joes push balls the other way tonight. Bouncing over there is Fink. And a lot of attention is Weber. The 1-1. Going to catch the outside corner again. Weber just trying to test how far he can push it.
We saw Parker Lester, you mentioned, going the opposite way, pulling off the base of the wall yesterday in left center field.
Yeah, Grady's was playing very small yesterday as well, as the 1-2 just going to miss off the plate. That might be one of the best BP sessions we've seen, bar maybe the
one we saw in Richmond that banned further hitting on the field for the team. So they lost too many baseballs. But, yeah, I mean, the heat was good. The wind was good. It was ideal conditions to hit the ball hard yesterday, and the Joes took full advantage.
2-2, chasing off the plate is Parker Lester. Maybe trying to expand because of a couple calls. Will move us to the 4th. The Joes leaving another runner in scoring position, have had one every inning. As we move to the 4th inning, you're watching the All Wealth Hamilton Joes Broadcast Network.
Queen City Hospice is your local, independently owned and operated center that is dedicated to providing patient-centered care and support to residents of the greater Cincinnati area in whatever place they call home. We understand that our staff is the most important aspect of our organization, and that is why we hire only the most qualified and compassionate individuals in the industry. This is why our care is second to none. The Greater Miami Valley YMCA. When communities get better, the world gets better. Discover how we positively impact the nation and how you can help us, one neighborhood at a time. The Greater Miami Valley Y, your local stop for building a healthy spirit for mind and body for all.
One, two, three, due up for the Steam as Justin Boggs comes out for his, third inning of work in theory. Has only pitched an inning in the third. Had to come in the second to put out a fire. Did so successfully. Has struck out 3 of the first 4 batters that he's faced. As the lineup flips, Tommy Thaman getting his third at-bat. First pitch rings on the outside corner for strike 1.
Saw a couple of innings ago Travis Smith, for real this time, make his way out to the bullpen, but is not throwing, just working with some bands out there. There's also another pitcher out there for the Joes that's kind of stretching.
Squaring to bunt is Thaman. He'll push that one over towards the Joes dugout for strike 2.
As now Smith has made his way out onto the mound. Looks like he's maybe getting some caffeine in.
Yeah. Couple maybe shotgunning a Red Bull or a Bang or something out there. Got something to get the blood flowing. Nothing to Thaman. We'll send that ball high into the air out in the left. Stigler camped under it. Will make the catch for out number 1, and Boggs picking up where he's left off. Has been 5 straight retired from him. As I kind of thought that after we saw Boggs come in and we saw Weber come in, we might see more of a pitcher's duel. As both starters struggled a little bit finding the zone, but Weber's been very good at finding the outer edge. Has got a couple of backwards Ks. And Boggs has been the same. First pitch from Schneider. Off the glove of Brazier. Will be a single.
No uneventful hits for Schneider now. Who's 3 for 3.
Yeah, none whatsoever.
Bunt single, swinging bunt. Finally hits one hard. Right at Cal Brazier, but off the top of the glove. Tough play for him.
Yeah, tried to field it on the backhand. We saw that one called an error in Xenia.
Yeah.
As much to our resident director of analytics to our left, Sam Muse, was not too happy about that one. But that one scored a hit. We'll give a pig-off move over there. But a tough play. Ball hit hard. You have to field it on the backhand and sort of olay it if you're going to get it.
Yeah, and Brazier was playing that on the short hop, too, which just made it all the more difficult. Had another variable in there.
That one grounded. Fielded by Lowe on the dive. Go to second for 1 across the timing. A 5-4-3 in incredible fashion.
Oh, my goodness.
To end the inning for the Joes. So Sam Lowe continues to show off the gold glove over there at third. Ends the inning. Go to the home half of the fourth tie, or up at 7-4. You're watching the All Wealth Hamilton Joes Broadcast Network.
Story Point Fairfield isn't just a place to reside. It's a place for residents to truly shine every day, offering a diverse range of senior living services. Our community is designed to suit all resident lifestyles, from highly independent seniors to those who may require day-to-day assistance. Every resident becomes a member of our community. We strive to make sure each moment of each day is something to remember. Whether you need one surface for multiple sports or a sports-specific field build, the Motts Group is here to help. Their experience ranges from professional sports clubs to educational institutions to community complexes, fueling teams with consistent, safe, and reliable fields. Contact them at 513-548-3622 to get your new turf field.
Joe's fans, in need of insurance, United Heartland Insurance Agency has your back. A consolidation of a number of family-owned independent insurance agencies dating back to 1872, for years they have been protecting the assets of their clients by offering comprehensive and competitive business, personal, and life insurance products. Visit their Hamilton office at 185 North Brookwood Avenue in Hamilton, or give them a call at 513-896-5555.
Andrew Patrick going to lead things off here in the fourth. The Joes up 7-4. We've seen no score since the second inning when the Steam put up 3 runs in the top half. Zach Weber still on the mound. Andrew Patrick going to foul the first pitch off.
Vibes are good, though.
Incredible. Some would say immaculate.
Immaculate.
Many would say immaculate.
Probably the best double play of the year we saw turn to end that last inning in the top of the fourth.
That one's going to get clipped. The 0-1 up in the air. Going to be fouled out of play. 0-2 now to Patrick.
And it looks like we may be seeing a Travis Smith show later in this one. He is out warming up now in the Joes bullpen, throwing from the mound.
We are unsure what Boggs' sort of limit is, as he hasn't pitched for us this whole season. As that one swung on a missed off the plate from Andrew Patrick. Weber in a groove has struck out 3 straight Joes. We'll bring up Nick Wimmers.
Yeah, I mean, Boggs has looked really good. Obviously, having not pitched in a while, you don't want to ride the guy too long.
Yeah.
But if you missed the first appearance of Travis Smith of the season, I mean, this guy is good. Like, really good.
And now we get to see him at home with our own radar gun.
Yeah, and so that'll be certainly very fun in the coming innings.
Wimmers going to get hit again.
Wear it.
Wimmers maybe no beef, I would assume.
Wimmers is just a chill guy. I don't think he's going to hold any grudges.
We mentioned Weber from Ohio, the university. So presumably has not ran into Wimmers before. So
I don't know if there are any. Well, he is a freshman, so I guess there were probably no Ohio-Nebraska crossover games this season.
Or no high school sort of beef, as he's from Lebanon.
He's from Lebanon, and Wimmers is from Moeller. ECC and GCL South, similar. They're both Division I schools. Maybe they met in high school, but big age difference between the guys.
Very big. One out now to Stigler, as he'll sit that one out of play.
Nick Wimmers is going to be a fifth-year senior transferring into NKU, getting his computer science degree.
Yeah, we've talked to him about how he has a couple associates.
He just kind of got unlucky with how COVID worked with where he was at in JUCO ball. And
there he goes. The throw from Hewen, a one-hop. Wimmers in there.
Show that 6'7" speed.
It is our, I don't want to say legal obligation, but it is our moral obligation to mention his 6'7" speed, as we did him kind of dirty a couple of days ago when he ran out a triple. We had just never seen him have to run more than 2 bases. That was his first triple of the year, and was moving.
We will mention it now every day he's in the lineup for the rest of the season.
Yeah. Stigler, send that one up in the air. Schneider going to range under it. A lot of movement out there for Schneider. He was running to cover Wimmers, had to run back to his position. That one almost floated over his head. Stigler, who was 2 for 2 with 2 singles. Almost goes 3 for 3.
And that's kind of been how Stigler's gotten his hits. He's able to just pop them over the infielders' heads.
Find the weird gaps. We'll bring up Evan Ulrich, 1 for 2 on the day, as every Joe has reached base so far in this game. Ulrich was the last guy. We'll look to regain the home run lead as Brazier tied it at 4, as that one bounces away. Wimmers, with that speed, will reach third easily. Ball to the backstop. We'll move an insurance run 90 feet away for Evan Ulrich. The Joes up 7-4. They're in their final game at home, trying to send the home fans home happy and also clinch themselves a playoff spot.
Trying to send them home happy, but then reel them back in.
Doubly fun. Invite them back for more home games as the 1-0 bounce in the dirt.
So
If they were to win, they were to go to the playoffs.
Go to the playoffs. The seeding would not be determined. Currently, Licking County holds the tiebreaker, and very sad news coming out of Heath High School today in the Licking County Southern Ohio Copperheads game.
To a lace on the left field line, just going to be just foul.
Southern Ohio took a 10-3 lead in that one and then gave up 17 unanswered runs to be run ruled 20-10 by Licking County, who will snap their skid and jump out to a half-game lead over the Joes for the moment. And as mentioned, Licking County holds the tiebreaker. So Licking County with one more game after tonight, same for the Joes.
That one laced in the right field. Evan Ulrich staying hot. He'll grab himself an RBI. And an insurance run for the Joes. Moves their lead to double now. They lead 8-4 here in the 4th inning.
So for the Joes, you got to beat Licking County. You can't tie them. And so you would need to win this game and then also win on Sunday to secure the home seed, the top seed in the South.
But we will mention that in the Licking, as we get a pickoff move, in the Licking County Joes series, the home team has not won.
They have not won. That is true.
The road team's always been on top. So maybe fortuitous for the Joes as we get another pickoff move. My goodness, loving Evan Ulrich over there. Maybe fortuitous for the Joes to maybe finish well and finish hot into that second seed.
Yeah, and this Joes team, they're 12-5 on the road this season. I mean, they've been really, really good against not just the Settlers, but everybody away from Foundation Field.
Finally get our first pitch to Clay Badalak. That one on the outside corner for strike 1.
88 miles an hour on that one from Zach Weber. Outside shot for Licking County and Hamilton to catch the Michigan Monarchs in the GLSCL overall standings.
Was the 0-1 going to miss outside?
And so the divisional series, the format will be 3 games. It's a best of 3 with the high seed hosting games 1 and 3.
Another pickoff move.
As is normal in most best of 3 series in sports, with the lower seed hosting game 2. And then in the championship, it's actually different, where the low seed will host game 1, and then the high seed will host the next 2 games.
That's the 1-1. Gus going to miss low.
So that would mean that if Licking County or the Joes were able to catch up to Michigan, that could potentially throw a loop into the home field advantage for the championship series. Of course, that's still a long way off, but that would all come down to Michigan losing out and Licking County and Hamilton both winning out, and then it would come down to some tie breaks.
2-1. Just going to miss off the edge. Hewen doing his best job behind the dish to bring that one back into the strike zone as the count moves to 3-1 on Badalak here with 2 outs.
Playoffs begin on Tuesday with the regular season coming to a close on Sunday.
As Badalak going to wash that one off the plate. Joe's hoping to be participants and winners back-to-back years. We'll have to look back and see if anybody has ever gone back-to-back. I don't remember off the top of my head if anybody has in recent memory. But the count has run full. Evan Ulrich will be off with the pitch. Badalak going to swing and miss. Ball got away from Hewen. But Badalak retired anyway for out number 3. Pitch number 60 for Zach Weber. The Joes do add one for insurance on a RBI single from Evan Ulrich. Will now lead 8-4 as we go to the 5th inning. You're watching the All Wealth Hamilton Joes Broadcast Network.
All Wealth Federal Credit Union is committed to providing for you. Through convenient online banking, home and auto loans, saving accounts, checking accounts, credit cards, and more, All Wealth can provide for all of your banking needs. Located at 6 South 2nd Street in Hamilton, they can be found on the phone at 513-868-5881 or online at allwealth.org. All Wealth, supporting those who serve us.
The Casual Pint is a community and neighborhood craft beer spot located in Hamilton that provides a vast selection of the best craft beers the region has to offer. They also offer a great selection of food options from appetizers to entrees, so if you just need a snack while you socialize or want to enjoy lunch or dinner, they have something that will hit the spot. Go online and order at hamilton.thecasualpint.com or go to their location located on 130 Riverfront Plaza. That is 130.
Joe's fans, Chatterbox Sports is your home for high school sports all across Butler County. For live events, exclusive interviews, podcasts, photos, and more, visit chatterboxsports.com. Also follow them on Twitter and Instagram at CBox Sports.
Travis Smith going to come in for his 3rd appearance. We mentioned him numerous times out of the University of Kentucky. The Wildcat from Walton, Kentucky will come in to face William John, who's 0 for 2 today with 2 strikeouts, has struck out to 2 different batters, or 2 different pitchers rather. As that one misses upstairs and fouled off for strike number 1. Travis Smith, a record of 0-1, a 2.25 ERA in 4 innings pitched. 3 strikeouts, 3 walks, 4 hits. Gave up 3 hits and just 1 earned run against the Scouts on July 14th. Unfortunately got that loss, as that one just going to miss off the plate.
We talked about how good Smith has been and how highly coveted he is. Just really, really excited to see a guy like that added to your roster late.
The 1-1 fouled off of the plate. The Joes have added quite a few good pitchers over the last couple of days and weeks. Almost exactly what you need, some fresh arms going into the playoffs. Some new life, some new blood. So shout out to Ryan Vitterdy and Darryl Grissom as that one's ripped on a line, on a knee to Parker Lester, who will field it, and William John, who does not go down on strikes in this regard for out number 1.
Yeah, Joe's added Travis Smith. They added Justin Boggs, who we saw earlier, and they added Jacob Hughes, who we saw a couple nights ago do a really good job. Hughes went 2 1/3 in that one. Really looks like he's found his groove this summer.
First pitch to Hewen will bounce low. Hewen, no official at-bat, has 2 plate appearances, has walked twice, brought home an RBI. As that one will miss, or be fouled off, out of play. 1 ball, 1 strike to Luke Hewen, the catcher tonight. Has had a kind of rough night behind the plate as a couple stolen bases have been taken. As that one off the glove of Smith. Diving play in the middle by Badalak. That will trickle into center field. Ewan now with his first hit of the ball game has reached in all 3 times he's come to the plate. That went right back up to Travis Smith. A protective throw of the glove to protect his face. Almost hit that one to Badalak at short, who I don't think was quite ready to field that one. I think he thought that one was up the middle regardless. But we'll put a runner on first for Josh Hegeman. As the first pitch just going to miss upstairs. 4 runs on 5 hits for the Steam, 8 runs on 10 hits for the Joes. As that one a pickoff move. Back in time is Hewen. As the Joes over the last couple of games have really had the offense rolling. It's at least I believe 30 runs over the last 3 games as that one's on the outside corner. 14 against the Scouts. Was it 7 or is it 5?
It was 5 yesterday,
5.
so far we're at 27 over the last 3 days.
Shoot, we need 3 more. Let's get to 30 over 3. Big breaking ball from Smith. Not going to catch the zone. Smith kind of tapping the chest saying that one was on me. Good breaking ball regardless of whether that's on him or not. 2 balls, 1 strike, 1 out. We've seen 1 double play from the Joes defense as that one hit just foul. Trying over there is the third base coach. Trying to make a great play.
Alex Dickey got a hand on it. That's an error.
Yeah, unfortunately for him.
I'm just kidding. That was a tough play.
What do we say, E 10 and 11?
He's 11.
He's 11.
He's 11.
He's 11. So E11 on all your scorebooks is on the coach's error. That one again hit to him. Unable to make that one an easier play.
Oh, no.
Trying to do his best Sam Lowe, who did get on us in Xenia for commenting on that.
I don't know, though, but that was Casey Fink-esque. We talked about it earlier in the game where he hit a ball hard and it was given an error. Do you give that ball an error? Do you give it – I don't know.
2 balls, 2 strikes. Just going to miss upstairs. Fastball from Travis Smith. But Sam Lowe talked to us. He said that when he fielded that one on the bare hand, he intended to do it the whole way. And I would like to call baloney. As the 3-2 going to miss low. Hageman will reach base for the first time tonight on a walk. We'll put Hugh into second. And Hageman to first will give the Steam their first runner in scoring position since the second inning, where they brought home 3 runs. The last time a run was scored for them in general, as they scored 4 runs in the first 2. We'll bring up Hayden Christensen. Long pause from Smith. Here comes the first pitch, fouled off the plate. Christensen out there in left field for the Steam tonight. The mention is from Xavier.
Xavier's got guys playing summer ball all over the country.
As that one sent out into shallow right, coming in is Fink. Called off. Everybody is Parker Lester. Flips the hips to keep Hewen at second for out number 2. Gonna be honest, I thought that was Casey Fink's ball all the way. But Parker Lester very adamant, yelling at everybody over there. Ran right through it for out number 2.
I thought that might drop.
It did give the vibes of what we've seen over the last couple of days. With that ball's hit over the first baseman's head, it's been dropping recently. But the big Parker Lester able to range over there. Now 2 outs. Gabe Lopez hit it up the middle. Will flip over to Parker Lester for out number 3. Had some happy feet over there at second, and the side is retired. We will go to the home half of the 5th. The Joes up 8-4. You're watching the Elwell Hamilton Joes Broadcast Network.
For over 130 years, Coca-Cola has been guided by a spirit of creativity, innovation, collaboration, and love of community. The next time you come to Foundation Field to watch a Hamilton Joes game, do yourself a favor and get yourself an ice-cold Coke. Coca-Cola, proud sponsor of the Hamilton Joes.
Are you switching or looking for a new bank? First Financial Bank is the perfect fit because they put you first. Their three goals is to stay flexible to serve your needs, invest in the community financially and personally, and they tailor their services to your needs. First Financial Bank. When it comes to managing your money, they make it easy, fast, and secure.
Sam Lowe going to lead things off here in the bottom of the ninth. Zach Weber still on the mound, still with the jersey untucked. Has been untucked for probably 3 innings. Nobody's had a problem with it. First pitch to Sam Lowe, hit on the ground. Lopez going to field that one in foul territory. Sam Lowe 1 for 2 tonight. Single had 2 RBIs. As at the time climbing to the top of the Joes RBI standings before Cal Brazier got him right back. Came around to score. Now in his third at bat. Nothing in 1. Big swing and a miss. Kind of buckled the knees on that one as Zach Weber threw the breaking ball. Weber, who has been really good on the mound since he's come in, has only allowed the 1 run. I guess 2 is that one. Chased off. Big swing and a miss from Sam Lowe. Another strikeout for Weber. Make that number 4, or 5 rather. And 2 in a row as he struck out Clay Badalak to end the 4th. We'll bring up Casey Fink. 2 for 2 on the day. Is the only guy to not be retired so far, as that one is shot foul. Casey Fink 2 for 2, 2 singles, runs scored. The 0-1 shot on the ground over there to Schneider. Have to get rid of it quick, but able to get it over to first in time and retire Casey Fink. 6-3, we'll bring up Cal Brazier with 2 outs in the 5th as the game has kind of picked up some pace here in the middle innings.
Yeah, almost 2 hours at the halfway point since first pitch, but we've been moving along since those first couple innings.
You've just seen 1 run come across. That was the Joes in the bottom of the 4th since the 2nd. We're now in the 5th. Cal Brazier has only seen Weber tonight as big breaking ball. Swung on a miss for strike 1. Weber came in the first after 8 batters saw William Stoltz. Brazier hit a 3-run shot into center field. As the 0-1, another breaking ball. That's going to catch the zone for strike 2. So nothing in 2. Zach Weber eyeing down another 0. Something he's been doing with regularity. He has 2 on the board so far. The 0-2 hit high into the air. Schneider going to camp under that. I think he lost it for a second, but able to make the catch for out number 3. And that will retire the side and end the 5th. Top of the 6th coming up. We'll see who comes back out on the mound. You're watching the All Wealth Hamilton Joe's Broadcast Network.
Kettering Health Hamilton at Fort Hamilton Hospital, founded in 1929, is dedicated to providing Butler County with community-focused health care. With skilled specialists and cutting-edge technology, they feature advanced wound care, emergency care with a Level 3 trauma center, heart and vascular care, maternity care, and orthopedics and joint replacement. Visit them at 630 Eaton Avenue in Hamilton or give them a call at 513-867-2000 for all of your healthcare needs.
Four-Star Mechanical is your one-stop shop for all things heating, ventilation, air conditioning, and refrigeration. With over 100 combined years of industry-specific experience, they're equipped with the design and job site knowledge to complete every project from concept to routine maintenance. Call them at 513-737-1008.
Corey Miley going to lead things off for the Steam. 8-4 our score. Travis Smith back out there on the mound as the Steam will look to get themselves back into this ball game. First pitch to Miley, breaking ball. Gonna miss low. 1-0 our count. The sun has fully set. The lights have kicked on. We've got a couple of pink clouds in the far background as the 1-0 hit the Parker Lester softly. Couple of shuffles over there to Cal Brasher for out number 1. Here to start the 6th. Corey Miley breaking his string of back-to-back strikeouts. Grounds out to Parker Lester to lead things off. We'll flip this line over for Tommy Thaman, who was retired for the first time in the 4th. Was part of 3 Steam players that hadn't been retired so far. As that one fouled out of play over to the parking lot for strike 1. The game has kind of mellowed out after we saw 8 runs in the first and rather almost all of our runs in the first 2 innings, aside from 1, is the breaking ball gonna miss inside. One ball, 1 strike, 1 out. As Tommy Thaman gonna watch that one upstairs. Travis Smith came in, gave up a single and a walk in the 5th, but was able to get out of it with a pop out and a ground out. 2-1. Painting that outside corner is Travis Smith. Pitch number 23 in the ball game as we get light movement up there in the bullpen. Maybe somebody who's already thrown is in full jersey. The 2-2. Big breaking ball, trying to break it on the back door, is unable to do so. We'll fill the count at 3-2. Not sure how far you want to stretch Smith either. Both him and Boggs, guys that haven't thrown much, as that one's fouled out of play. So not sure what their pitch count is, especially with Smith, who's coming off of a Tommy John injury. Had some surgery. But the count is run full on Tommy Thaman. Leadoff man and all-star for the Steam. Full count, chopped up the middle. Parker Lester going to be feeling the backhand. Get rid of it across his body. Good pick by Brazier. but a faster runner over there, and Tommy Thaman able to beat it out. Cal Brasher giving a bit of grief to his spring teammate and Tommy Thaman. Both reside at Tiffin. It will be Thaman's second hit of the ball game. Is now 2 for 3. He's come around to score both times he's reached base, a single and a walk. We'll bring up Adam Schneider, who is 3 for 3 tonight. Has been a real bright spot for the team, rather. 3 for 3 with an RBI. He'll smack that one foul. Nothing 1 with 1 out. Here in the 6th, 8-4 our scores. Both teams have settled in. The 0-1 on the outside corner, but just gonna miss. A good frame from Wimmers. Really caught that one exactly where you want. But not obliging as the home plate umpire will move the count even at 1-1. Taking off is Tommy Thaman. The throw from Wimmers from his knees. It's a good one, but it's not in time. Just kind of goes to show how big that arm is from Wimmers to pick that one across his body, throw it from his knees, and still get it there on a line.
Yeah, and Thaman got a great jump, too, and that was still somehow close.
Thaman with yet another stolen bag. That's number 14 on the season. Just one behind, or rather ties Bazeo for this steam lead. The count now 3-1 on Schneider. I haven't seen Bazeo in a couple of meetings between these two. But Schneider adding the count 3-1. As Smith will find the zone. The Steam trying to generate some momentum on their side of the ball game. Have not seen a run come across from them since the 2nd, where they put 3 across and really answered the Joes 7. Full count, Travis Smith looking for a punch out. That one hit up the middle, into the glove of Travis Smith. They'll go back to second to Parker Lester. A 1-4 double play for Smith to end the top of the 6th. So count that second double play this team have hit into tonight. We will have Parker Lester to lead off the bottom of the 6th. We'll be right back. You're watching the All Wealth Hamilton Joes Broadcast Network.
Woman-owned and family-operated, M&G Body Shop has an honest and dependable staff that has over 30 years of experience bringing cars back to life. M&G Body Shop can get your car back safely on the road, providing a wide variety of services including bodywork, frame adjustment, painting, total loss evaluation, window and glass repair, collision repair, alignment, insurance claim reports, and paintless dent repair, and more. Visit M&G Body Shop at 12018 Hamilton Avenue in Cincinnati or call them up at 513-851-9056.
Are your clothes still dirty after going through the wash? Is your fridge failing to keep things cold? Pay Appliance Service offers superior home appliance repair in Hamilton, Ohio, so you can get on with your day-to-day activities. They are a family-owned company offering fast and reliable appliance repairs. Their skilled service technicians work on a wide variety of brands and home appliances, providing quality repairs on everything from dishwashers to microwaves. Go to their location at 780 South Martin Luther King Jr. Boulevard or contact them at 513-285-3519.
Eight to 4 our score, top of the lineup for the Joes here in the 6th as they look to tack on some insurance runs. Make this game a little more lively as we've had foam balls be thrown out in front of us, getting the fans involved. A couple of shirts thrown out as well. 8 to 4 our score as Parker Lester going to foul that one off. Parker Lester getting his 4th at-bat of the game is 1 for 3. did have the single in the first to start things off for the Joes, who were trailing by 1 at a time. So that one going to be fouled out of play. Nothing to do to Parker Lester. Is a victim of a strikeout to Mark Weber. Is hitless so far against Weber, as Weber has just allowed 4 hits in total and a total of 5 base runners. The 0-2 off the plate, and the count will move to 1-2. We've seen both offenses kind of stall.
Yep.
As both sides have really found their respective pitchers. It's the 1-2. They had to play once again.
You're absolutely okay with that if you're on the Joe's side, though.
Yeah. You'll take that as, just trying to hold the result. At this point, it's just trying to get to 27 outs however way you can.
Yeah, and I mean, if, a 4-run lead feels a lot more comfortable in this situation than in a different type of game. If the teams were punching back and forth every single inning and the lead was 4 runs, but, the teams were trading 2-3-run shots every single inning, it may be a different story. But in a game like this, 4 runs very comfortable for now. Obviously, you'd like to add on more if you can.
The 1-2 bounced in on the plate, and the count evens to 2-2. Yeah, a bunch of zeros out there. We've been through 6-ish, 5.5 innings here at Foundation Field. The 2-2, chasing the dirt. They'll say foul. As once again, Parker Lester battling up there at the plate, trying to get Weber out of this game. He's thrown 75 pitches out of the bullpen. Looking at Weber's stats, it's exactly what you're expected from him. Every time he's come out, it's been 5 or more innings. This is the second time he's come out of the bullpen. This one ripped into center field, right at Hegeman in center. Doesn't have to move much. He'll camp under it for out number 1, but a long out number 1 for Parker Lester. We'll bring up Andrew Patrick. Weber, that record up at 3-1, has won the last 2 times he's come out. Is not the losing pitcher tonight. Goes to William Stoltz, who pitched 2/3 of an inning. Give up 7 earned, or 6 earned rather, as AP laces that one into the gap. Ranging over is Thaman, will make it in the right center gap. Hung a little too high for AP. He'll be retired for out number 2, bringing up Nick Wimmers. Now, we've talked about Wimmers on the right-hand side. 0 for 400. Is currently 0 for 1 tonight from the left-hand side. Grounded out and has been hit by a pitch. Came around to score. I did have a stolen base as well. As that one, good slider, going to come all the way back and open the back door for strike number 1 on Wimmers. Have to maybe experiment. Maybe we bring up Wimmers in the righty batter's box against righties, as that one fell to the backstop.
Just to test it.
Yeah, if he's in the groove, he's in a groove. And sometimes, you don't want to play with fire. But nothing in 2 to Wimmers. 0 for 1 tonight, 2 hit by pitches. Just came around to score once, as he's just continued to get on base here. The 0-2. Cont looking on the outside corner. Wimmers not too happy with that one. He'll go back to the dugout, and we will head to the 7th. You're watching the All-Well Hamilton Joe's Broadcast Network.
Planet Fitness strives to create a workout environment where everyone feels accepted and respected. That's why at Planet Fitness Hamilton, Ohio, we take care to make sure our club is clean and welcoming, our staff is friendly, and our certified trainers are ready to help. Whether you're a first-time gym user or a fitness veteran, you'll always have a home in our judgment-free zone.
Queen City Hospice is your local, independently owned and operated center that is dedicated to providing patient-centered care and support to residents of the greater Cincinnati area in whatever place they call home. We understand that our staff is the most important aspect of our organization, and that is why we hire only the most qualified and compassionate individuals in the industry. This is why our care is second to none. The Greater Miami Valley YMCA. When communities get better, the world gets better. Discover how we positively impact the nation and how you can help us, one neighborhood at a time. The Greater Miami Valley Y, your local stop for building a healthy spirit for mind and body for all.
Who else would you want to close it out for a playoff clinching win than Chase Hopewell? Is on in the 7th for presumably what will be 3 innings. Has done it before, and I've seen him log some innings in the past. We'll see how long the leash is tonight. Regardless, we'll face Max Freeze to start things off here in the 7th. As we look at Chase Hopewell's stats, it's absolutely video game type numbers. We've coined Hopewellian, as that's his own thing. He'll pump the first one in, 81. Took a little bit off that one, as it presumably be a changeup for strike number 1. Hopewell making appearance number 10 for the Joes. As the 0-1 just going to miss off the plate.
I mean, yeah, you mentioned his numbers are just ridiculous. He's given up 1 earned run all season.
As the 1-1, big swing and a miss there. And there is one missing. We do have a Richmond Jazz game that he has not had.
26 1/3 innings pitched across his other 9 games.
Yeah.
41 strikeouts to 10 walks.
The 1-2, big chasing. You're going to see that a lot from Hopewell. Gets out number 1. We brought this up last time, and the last time he came up, we were not quite in line for the 11 strikeouts. But once Hopewell came in, struck out 9 batters. As that one bounces off the chest of the home plate umpire for ball number 1. We'll bring up William John, the beer batter tonight. 0 for 3, 2 Ks. One ball, no strikes. The 1-0. Just going to miss low, bringing in the curveball. Two balls, no strikes to William John. As that one sent out in the left field. Stigler coming in. Will make the play with ease for the second out of the inning. You see the crowd get a little more into it. Hopewell's a fan favorite.
Yes, he is. I mentioned while we were watching him warm up, he's got such a dramatic throwing motion. It's exaggerated with the hair flowing around, but he just comes over the top, and he just pounds his arm. I mean, he just really whips it. and it's really entertaining to watch. I don't know if it picks up on camera, if it translates well, but here in person, he's really entertaining.
First pitch, breaking ball on the inside corner. Had Ewan jumping out of the way. Nothing in one. 2 outs. Hopewell looking to keep things rolling on the mound for the Joes. That one hit hard foul as the count moves to 0-2. And Chase up to 41 strikeouts, now 42 with the K already. An absolutely ridiculous number. I have not seen this kind of numbers since the spring season when I called Hector Sepulveda, the guy who throws in the Mexican League right now, who would consistently strike out 12 guys in a game over 7 innings. As that one going to miss outside. Did not quite do it with the flair for the dramatic as Chase has. One and two now to Ewan, who has reached base every time he's come up. Hopewell looking to put a stop to that streak. Long pause. Hopewell shaking off a couple of signs from Wimmers. I think he wants the gas here.
Yep.
A 1-2 fastball. Wanted the gas and maybe overthrew the gas.
I think Wimmers, the calm, experienced presence behind the plate said maybe waste one here, try to get him to chase, and Hopewell said no thank you.
He said give me the fastball, I want the fastball. 2's all over, 2 balls, 2 strikes, 2 outs here in the 7th. 2-2 inside, just missed in.
I've seen you call that tonight.
The count is run full, 3-2. Hopewell has come on and put out the first 2 steam batters he's faced. Looking to retire this side in order. So 3-2. Just gonna miss low. Holding the frame for quite some time was Nick Wimmers. And Ewan continues to be a pest for the Joes, reaching base 4 times tonight, 3 walks and a single. Walked in a run in the 2nd. Two outs. And 1 on for Josh Hageman. As that one just going to miss off the plate. I'm going to be honest, I don't know where that one missed. Hopewell doing his best to find the zone, and has been all around it. Count moves to 1-0. As the 1-0 going to be fouled off. Last time we saw Hopewell on the mound was against this Steam team in that 6-3 loss for the Joes. Pitched 5 innings, 5 hits, 5 strikeouts, 3 hits rather, 5 strikeouts, and 16 batters faced. The 1-1. Just gonna miss off the plate. And the zone has constricted behind the dish now. 1 strikeout already for Chase. He's looking for 2. But Hageman with some good eyes behind the plate has moved the count to 2-1. That one will miss inside. And the count moves to 3-1. Hopewell take a walk around the mound as he's not too happy with the call. The count moves to 3-1. There were 2 outs. Hopewell unable to find this home plate umpire's zone. As that one, a pickoff move in quotations.
Little pump.
As the rule is now with the pitch clock that if you pick off it and give an attempt over to first, it kind of resets the clock. A 3-1. He'll already ask if you went, or now that, never mind. He went with it. He reached his right arm out. I thought he was already asking the field umpire if he went, but I believe that was just him calling a strike. We'll fill the count at 3-2. Crowd getting rowdy, wanting a big strikeout here from Chase. The 3-2. Again, gonna miss low. Hopewell was halfway to the dugout. Wimmers held the frame once again. 93 miles an hour on that fastball. And back-to-back walks. None really of Chase's fault, more on the eyes of the Steam batters. We'll bring up Hayden Christensen. 8-4 our score here in the 7th. The Steam threatening. We'll get a time call. As Hopo will just zoom that one in regardless. Didn't see the time call. As Wimmers will walk out and give him a couple of words.
Yeah, I think Chase is a little bit frustrated right now on the mound, and he's just trying to put some extra juice behind his pitches.
The last thing you want to do is overthrow. And
yeah, especially in this situation. I mean, you really just let the steam come to you. Chase Opal's not normally that type of pitcher, but I mean, you got a 4-run lead. You got 2 outs in this inning. Don't need to do anything stupid here.
8-4. 2 runners on, 2 outs here in the 7th. Chase Opal on his first inning of work. Looking to work around Christensen. The first pitch to him. Gonna miss upstairs. Hopewell with strikes or with walks number 11 and 12 in the season to Hewen and Hageman. Now, 12 walks in 10 games is kind of ridiculous. As the 1-0, big swing and a miss, chasing off the plate is Christensen for the first strike of the at-bat. We mentioned Hopewell on numerous occasions, the hometown boy. Out of Cincinnati, plays for UC, the Bearcats. A big 6'4" right-hander. Second year for the Joes as well. The 1-1 off the plate. Was the guy on the mound who struck out, what was it, 7 straight?
5 of 6.
5 of 6.
In a 6-out save in the championship game, Game 3 last year.
And now looking to bring the Joes back to the playoffs, as that one will miss low. Hopewell not happy whatsoever with the calls behind the dishes. It's been spotty. Don't want to throw any cell service under the buses. They're all kind of pretty decent nowadays. But spotty service behind the dish. The 3-1, that'll miss off the plate. And now a third walk in a row. As Tyler Thaman just going to come out and give him a couple words, calm him down, as this has been not like Chase at all.
Yeah, definitely not. But, I mean, with 2 outs, it's just you have that to hang your hat on right now. And that's just always something that can be there to back you up. And I'm sure that's coming up in the conversation right now between Tyler Thaman and Chase Hopewell. Just put it in the zone. If you're able to get something flown into the outfield or some soft contact, you end the inning, you put up a 0, no harm, no foul.
Complete and total faith in Chase here in the press box, and out there in the bullpen, there's absolutely nobody up. I believe there's just a guy doing his normal stretches. He's not even in uniform.
In Chase we trust.
In Chase we trust. Put that on a T-shirt. I'm sure that'll sell.
That would.
That would actually, it's like hotcakes, I think. Shoot. We should become we should marketing interns right here.
Yeah, put marketing on my resume.
Yeah. Well, put as many things on there as we possibly can. 2 outs, bases loaded for Gabe Lopez, who is the tying run. First pitch hit into right field. Casey Fink going to come in. Loses the hat as usual, but makes the catch for out number 3. Tyler Thaman, again, continuing his streak of strikes and outs after his mound visits. will move us to the bottom of the 7th. It's stretch time here in Hamilton. 8-4 our score. You're watching the All Health Hamilton Joes Broadcast Network.
Butler County Mental Health and Addiction Recovery Services, in partnership with the community, is here to provide comprehensive recovery-oriented system of care and prevention. In addition, we continuously improve the quality of life of Butler County citizens through the support of addiction and mental health recovery services. Butler County Mental Health and Addiction Recovery, a proud sponsor of your Hamilton Joes. Bridgewater Falls offers guests a unique shopping experience with more than 30 shopping destinations, including Target, JCPenney, Ulta, Best Buy, Michaels, Dick's Sporting Goods, and many more. Bridgewater Falls also has a wide variety of delicious dining destinations. From burgers to pizza to sushi, experience all the flavors of Bridgewater Falls. Bridgewater Falls is located just off the Butler County Veterans Highway, Ohio 129, at the corner of Princeton Road and Bypass 4. Come experience a great shopping, dining, and services in the heart of Fairfield Township, Ohio.
Steven Stigler going to lead things off. It'll be 4, 5, and 6 duel for the Joes. Looking to add on some insurance for Chase Opos on the mound. 8-4 our ball game. As the first pitch to Stigler on the outside corner. Nothing in one to Stigler. Zach Weber's still out there on the mound. Has thrown 80 pitches so far. That one's 82 as that one's fouled to the back. And out of play. You'll see a bit of steam rolling from your right-hand side, as that's just a couple of smoke rolling over from the barbecue over there, the grill. If you come down here at Foundation Field, you'll get yourself a nice hot dog, maybe a hamburger.
Full ballpark experience.
Yeah. The O2, gonna miss upstairs.
Best part of summer collegiate baseball. This is the purest baseball experience in the world. I will stand by that till I die.
100%. The 1-2. Just going to miss off the plate, bounce away. In banana ball, you can steal first.
You can steal first.
A perfect pitch for that as that one shot up the middle. Would require a good play from Schneider. Across the diamond in time. Retires Stigler for out number 1. Weber just continuing to get balls in the right spots. 6-3 as Stigler goes now 2 for 4. We'll bring up Evan Ulrich, who is kind of turned his night around. I say turn around because he struck out in the first inning and is now singled in back-to-back at-bats, but not a full turnaround. Chasing that one down in the dirt for strike 1. Is 2 for 2 against Weber. The only guy on this Joe's team to have that accomplishment. As the 0-1. Gonna ring on the outside corner for strike 2. Evan trying to creep his average back up to 300 and 267 coming into today. As the 0-2 bounces, blocked behind the dish by Hewen. Count now 1-2. 1 ball, 2 strikes, 1 out. Zach Weber been on the mound since the first inning. You have a bomb to Brazier, then got a ground out to get out of the inning. As that one's chased in the dirt, they'll tag over, get the dish, and another strikeout for Zach Weber for strikeout number 2.
Man, how good has he been? I mean, we totally glossed over it because of all the fireworks we saw early in this game, but Zach Weber has come in, and he's really done what the Steam have needed him to do. The bats haven't really come through for him on the flip side, but when you're down in a game like the Steam are, I mean, Zach Weber doing everything you can ask of him right now.
A square to bunt, they'll say Badalak pulled back. They'll check down to first, and the field umpire will agree. Pitch number 90 for Zach Weber. We haven't seen a guy creep up into the hundreds for maybe a week or so. It's been
a little while.
As that one's fouled off of the plate. One ball, one strike. Here to Badalak, looking to keep things going. That one's chopped on the ground to Schneider. Field on the backhand. Again, have to make a tough throw. And continues to answer the call over there at shortstop.
Check the radar on that one.
That one was hummed across the diamond. Another 0 hung up for Zach Weber. Will bring us to the 8th. 8-4 our score. Just a couple of outs away from the Joes clinching a playoff spot. With the keep it here at 8-4, you're watching the All Wealth Hamilton Joes Broadcast Network.
At Brown Dawson Flick Funeral Home, we don't just care for the recently departed. We serve those who held them most dearly. Our families have known since 1935 that they can count on our honest and respectful staff to provide only the highest level of service. The kind of service that you can't get just anywhere these days. We invite you to explore our site to learn more about Brown Dawson Flick Funeral Home at browndawsonflick.com, a proud sponsor of your Hamilton Joes. Come curious and leave inspired. The Fitton Center for Creative Arts isn't just a building, it's an experience. We are a non-profit community arts organization that has been a part of the Hamilton community for over 20 years. Visit us soon to see what we have to offer. Learn something new in one of our art classes or workshops that are open to students of all ages. Be enthralled by extraordinary musicians, actors, and dancers at one of our live performances. Stroll through our remarkable art galleries or reserve one of our diverse venues for your special event. Become a part of the Fitton Center and redefine the way you experience the arts in Hamilton.
Back here in the top of the 8th, we will do our nonprofit read.
Tonight's nonprofit of the game is Made to Love. Made to Love buys Haitian-made items from artisan markets and sells those items in their store located in downtown Hamilton. The profits generated are used to create educational opportunities for Haitian children while providing long-term, well-paying, and sustainable employment to the artisans. Made to Love works to create true generational change that will lift families out of poverty and build hope within communities. Let's root on Joe's pitchers to 11 strikeouts to benefit tonight's nonprofit of the game.
7 Ks so far for this Joe's staff as that one's sent into right field. Will split the gap. Casey Fink going to be the first one to arrive. Make a spin throw as Miley trying to stretch it to 2. The ball pops out of Badalak's glove. And a leadoff double for Corey Miley. We'll get the ball rolling for this team here in the 8th.
Everything going right for Corey Miley on that one. Fink was playing down the line. He put it in the gap, made it a really tough play for him. And Fink with a great turnaround throw. Just popped out of the glove of Clay Badalak at short, though, so he wasn't able to apply the tag.
That's one of the plays that maybe if Fink's a righty, you maybe have a closer play, but an absolute cannon out there and right regardless from Fink. Leadoff double for Corey Miley, his first hit of the game. We'll flip the lineup over for Tyler Thaman. There's that one. Big cut on the mist from Thaman. We mentioned 7 strikeouts so far for The Joes pitchers, they will hunt down 11. And we mentioned in the break that's something that Chase can do almost with his eyes closed.
Yeah, 4 strikeouts in 2 innings is not too tough of an ask for Chase, certainly.
0-2. Chase will hunt down his second K in his second inning of work. Fourth pitcher of the ball game for the Joes went Beal, Boggs, Smith, and now Hopewell. Long pause. Hopewell looking for his sign. He finally gets it. Here comes the 0-2. Breaking ball, tries to get him to Chase in the dirt, but Tommy Thaman, probably one of the best eyes you'll see here in the South. Going to take that one. Thaman 2 for 3 tonight. Double, single, 2 runs scored. One of them came on the walk. As the 1-2 on the inside corner. Gonna miss in. I've seen that one called to strike the whole game.
That's not in.
But Chase will have to maybe get a swing here to get his strikeout. As the count moves to 2-2, runner on second is Corey Miley, led off the inning with a double. Thaman has moved it back to 2-2. As that one will now fill the count at 3-2. Full count 3-2. Chase trying to get himself a strikeout here. Breaks a bat. That one's chopped to the left-hand side. Lowe gonna field it, throw it away. Moving over to second is Thaman. I don't know where the bat went whatsoever. But we'll move the runners into scoring position.
Yeah, so it was broken. I didn't even know if it was. It thought it was broken initially and then thought maybe it wasn't, and he just let go of the bat. But we got the tiniest piece of the handle that remained on the field.
Yeah.
About 10%.
Yeah, I would say 10 is a good number.
Of the lumber that remained on the field. But regardless, it's going to put 2 in scoring position now in a much-needed time for the Steam.
Runners at second and third. Nobody out. Joe's going to bring the middle infield about halfway. As Schneider going to chase that one in the dirt for strike 1.
It's a time where you could use a big Chase Hopewell strikeout.
Somebody sponsor him. There's got to be somebody who can brand that strikeout. The Chase Bank Chase Hopewell strikeout. Shout out to us or something like that. That one in the dirt. Good block by Wimmers to get over on his backhand. Keep that one in the front. Keep the runners planted just 90 feet away. Second and third as the Steam look to kick the ball down the hill. That is an 8-4 deficit.
If you're the Joes here, you're probably willing to trade it out for maybe 1 run, but you probably are not thinking to trade for 2 here.
A 1-1. Big swing and a miss on the outside corner. As that's a strike.
Yeah, so I think if that runner on third came in to score, we'd probably see the Joes infield come in. But Chase trying to just put it out himself.
Looking for a big punch out would be his second of the ball game. The 1-2. Hit in the air. Ranging over is Sam Lowe. He's going to run to the fence and maybe hit off the top of the trainer's tent over there. Out of play. Trainer's tent, one of probably our favorite tents to put up. It is the easiest. 1 ball, 2 strikes to Adam Schneider, who was retired for the first time in the 6th. That coming from Travis Smith, where he hit the ball right back at him. Was part of a 1-4 inning-ending double play. See if Hopewell comes with the gas. The 1-2. Breaking ball. Fouled off by Schneider.
Schneider reacted at the absolute last possible moment he could have to that one, but was able to get a handle on it.
in this occasion around college dugouts, you hear a lot of yells of "Don't play with your dinner." Just come right after them. So there's that one bouncing low of the zone. The count moved to 2-2. This will be pitch number 40 for Hopewell. Not quite concerned with the pitch count so far. You see them go up to 60 and 70.
As a kind of hybrid starter.
A 2-2. Inside. Good pick by Wimmers once again. Hopewell looking like he's overthrowing his breaking balls right now. A lot of them just almost spiking in the dirt. Trying to be maybe a little too fancy and get a big swing and a miss. But honestly, I think he just come back with a heater right here. 3-2, nobody out. Adam Schneider up at the plate. 2 runners in scoring position. The 3-2 on the inside corner, ring him up. Hopewell finally gets his strike call for out number 1. And a backwards K from Adam Schneider. Second of the game for Chase Hopewell.
Good to see Chase get that big punch. We don't see Chase pitch in adversity very often, especially not adversity that he's pitched himself into, as he's come into a couple of jams. But good to see that he's able to recover and just deliver a great offering on that 3-2, paint the corner. Unafraid to just get the edge of the zone there.
Max Freeze, big swinging on that one. He'll go down 0-1. We mentioned Freeze came in at the top of the GLSCL South in terms of batting average. Wimmers 0 for 2 today, so maybe both of them staying tied at the top, as that one's a big swing and a miss from Freeze.
Yeah, Freeze is 0 for 3, Wimmers 0 for 2.
One of them kind of stole from Sam Lowe back in the first. Lowe diving to his left.
Yeah, and then to make matters worse, got turned into a 5-4-3 double play, which was absolutely wild.
The 0-2. Got him. I think they will say on the pitch, so another backwards K, back-to-back for Chase. Back-to-back backwards Ks. That's number 3 for Chase, and only just 2 away from the nonprofit.
And you got the beer batter coming up.
2 strikeouts on the board for John, who's 0 for 4. That one will miss off the plate. 2 Ks, an L4, and an F7. One ball, no strikes. The man at the plate, William John. Painting the outside corner is Chase Hopewell. The 1-1. Got away from him on that one. Good thing you got a great goalie behind the dish in Nick Wimmers, able to keep that one in front.
No hockey at Nebraska. No hockey at NKU either. But
not officially. There might be
Nick Wimmers could have played.
Hockey?
They have club at Nebraska. They do have an
Yeah.
ACHA team at Nebraska. I don't think they have one at NKU. But
because I knew KU had a club hockey team. So that one on the inside corner pops out of the glove of Wimmers.
Oh, yeah. Yeah, I didn't think so. Yeah, UC and Xavier both do.
3-1 our count. Just got official word. No hockey at NKU.
no hockey at NKU. I figured not. Eastern Kentucky is a hockey team. I know that. Club, ACHA.
3-1. In on the hands, fouled off by William John. And the count runs full. Chase Hopewell eyeing down 3 straight strikeouts to get out of a jam. Runners at second and third. 2 outs, 2 on. The Joes up 8-4. 4 outs away from a playoff spot being clinched here at Foundation Field. 3-2. Hit in the air out to Stigler. He's going to make a long run. Will make the play in foul territory. Bounce off of his glove. But he is in foul territory.
He is.
As everybody will take a big sigh of relief. Had to come a long way. Maybe lost that one as you start to run. Your head kind of bobs, and maybe you lose track of it.
Yeah, we saw Stigler lose one a couple days ago in a similar spot where he had to come a long way from foul territory.
Last night.
Yep. Just kind of overran it just a little bit.
Tough play. That one Hudson was not too happy with.
Yeah, Tyler Hudson wasn't too happy with it. He came up to us after the game and said, how after that performance did my ERA go up?
You have the one earned off of that one that didn't touch his glove, so it was not technically an error. Scored a run, and it's the only one he gave up in the 6 innings of work. I mean, it has a 1.62, so you can't really be complaining.
Can't complain too much, but
the full count offering. Again fouled off by John. Count still full. John trying to work himself on base after being 0 for 4 tonight. Everybody here clamoring for the beer batter to strike out. I don't believe beer sales have ended. I don't know when.
I think they end
officially that
in
is.
the top of the 8th, so maybe
shoot.
this is the last chance.
Last chance. Here we go, the 3-2. Again fouled off. John answering every call. The count will remain full, 3-2. 8-pitch at bat. This will be number 9 from Hopewell to William John. We'll see who wears out first. A war of attrition here in the 8th. Runners at 2nd and 3rd. Hopewell trying to get out of this inning clean. Full count. Big swing and a miss. On the outside corner, 3 straight Ks for Chase Hopewell. As we move to the bottom of the 8th, still up 8-4. 3 outs away for the Joes on the defensive side to get the playoff spot. Needing some extra insurance here in the bottom of the 8th. You're watching the All-World Hamilton Joes Broadcast Network. Joey Perkins going to come on and face Sam Lowe here in the top of the ninth as the Joes look to, or rather bottom of the eighth, my bad, as they look to hunt down some extra insurance runs, give Chase Hopewell a bit of cushion. Perkins, a NKU product, will likely face one of his guys if it gets to Wimmers.
Incoming transfer.
Yeah, incoming transfer.
Another Lebanon guy, Lebanon, Ohio. Shout out Grant Ingham.
He was not too happy about how his
Snubbed
last Lebanon guy
his
went.
last Lebanon guy gave up a home run on the first batter faced. But Perkins, journeyman, started out at Lincoln Trail. May have been teammates with a couple of Joes. It seems like there are so many players in this league that start out at Lincoln Trail and go in other places. Look at guys like Shea Hendrickson for Hamilton, who started yesterday. He's a Lincoln Trail product. But after Lincoln Trail, he took his talents to Virginia Commonwealth, VCU, to compete for the Rams, and now is transferring into NKU. Man, those Norse, they are recruiting that portal very hard this offseason.
There is a guy that I used to watch YouTube videos from that went to VCU. He's a sidearm guy, Matt something.
Also, Steven Scotch is a VCU product.
Yes.
Known for his
Virginia days.
Yeah, first pitch or next pitch outside. But, yeah, known for his grad transfer year, as he was a fifth year at Virginia when he made the College World Series and got all famous because of the famous Dippin' Dots interview. If you're not familiar with it, go YouTube it. It's a classic. But, yeah, he played for the VCU Rams.
2-1 now to Sam Lowe, as he is 1 for 3 on the night. Single in the first inning, brought 2 runs across, as he also scored. But since then is 0 for 2 with the strikeout. Looking to change his fortunes here with a new pitcher on the mound. That one will miss off the plate. If we can get to Wimmers, we'll see righty Wimmers against his new teammate, and maybe he'll learn a lesson. That righty Wimmers never gets out. As Sam Lowe going to watch that one off the plate for ball 4. He'll reach base here in the 8th and bring up Casey Fink.
Right fielder, Casey Fink.
And if Chase Hopewell does come out for the 9th, it'll be a save, regardless of score, because of the 3 innings. And there was a pitcher throwing in the Joes bullpen who was just in regular close, so just a bullpen session, not pitching. And now Tristan Melvin has gone out there and thrown. Wow. I don't know if that's a serious thing from Tyler Thaman or not.
That one is going to drop. On his horse is Sam Lowe. The throw from Thaman. A good one, almost Ichiro-esque. Will be late as Sam Lowe's in there.
Man, Thaman's got a cannon, though.
That's nuts.
That
was even close.
Yeah, that's the second time that we've seen a runner advance from first to third on a play that probably should have been pretty easy, as in the advancement of the runner, and he's somehow made a throw over there that's required the runner to hustle it out. But now a big spot for the Joes to add some more insurance. Can never have enough of that.
From one Tiffin Dragon to another out there and right in Tommy Thaman. Now Cal Brazier batting with runners on the corners. The first pitch from Perkins, going to find the outside corner for strike 1.
Who knows, maybe we could get a Joes walk-off. They put up a 6-piece here in this 8th.
Wouldn't that be?
That would be something. A 7-run and 6-run inning in the same game would be pretty wild.
Picturesque.
I wouldn't put it past, though.
Yeah.
And especially on this day in the GLSCL when we probably saw 3 or 4 of those in the Southern Ohio Licking County game.
Is that one going to bounce away? Saw a 7-running, I know for sure from the
Southern Ohio jumped out. They had 7 runs, and then they gave up 17 unanswered, I believe, across 4 innings. There were 3 innings with 5 or more runs scored in that game.
Whew. Chasing off the plate is Brazier, with Perkins having a bit of arm side run on that one. Down with 2 strikes. Brazier 1 for 3, had that big 3-run shot, as he really kind of propelled the Joes momentum-wise. That was runs 4 through 7. That one bounced in. Good block by Hewen behind the plate. Two balls, 2 strikes. Nobody out. Cal Brazier trying to keep this thing rolling for the Joes here in the 8th. Give Hopewell maybe a couple insurance runs as that one's fouled off the plate. I think Melvin throwing out there was him getting ready to maybe go on the field.
Possibly, yeah.
We did see that earlier.
We did see that.
I believe it was Melvin again.
Yeah, so we saw Melvin come in as a defensive substitution for Sam Lowe a couple days ago. He was suffering from some heat exhaustion, but also Melvin was coming in off injuries, so they kind of they had to get Lowe out of the game, but also it provided an opportunity to ease Melvin back in before he made the start yesterday, his first start since the break from injury.
Big swing and a miss from Brazier will put him down on strike for the second time today. Put one on the board for Joey Perkins.
10th strikeout for the Steam.
They're not going for the nonprofit, so we can't, let's not root on the Steam for 11 strikeouts.
Let's not root them on. Joes are 1 away.
We'll flip the lineup over for Parker Lester, who was 1 for 4. Back to facing a lefty. Haven't seen a lefty since Stoltz back in the first, who gave up 6 runs as 9 or 10 Joes came to the plate. Working quick with a quick pitch. That one's hit softly into fair territory. Play will be made, and Parker Lester going to grab himself an RBI on a swinging bunt once again.
And he honestly kind of got a little unlucky for that because he chopped it, and it was bouncing, and he might have had a chance to beat that out had it not landed perfectly in the hand of Luke Hewen, who was running up the baseline. That ball couldn't have been timed more perfectly for him, but he still does get the RBI. Joe's up 5 now, very comfortable in terms of insurance. Why not make it more? Andrew Patrick coming to the plate.
Kind of been waiting for Andrew Patrick to leave the yard. That's kind of what we've been waiting for all summer.
We're waiting on it to break.
And that one's not going to leave the yard. Almost gets over the head of Miley at second. We'll find the glove when we go to the 9th inning. 3 more outs for the Joes. If they can lock this down, they will clinch a playoff spot in the GLSCL South. We will see, I believe it's Hopewell coming out. We will be right back with the top of the 9th. You're watching the All Wealth Hamilton Joes Broadcast Network.
The Greater Miami Valley YMCA. When communities get better, the world gets better. Discover how we positively impact the nation and how you can help us, one neighborhood at a time. The Greater Miami Valley Y, your local stop for building a healthy spirit for mind and body for all.
All Wealth Federal Credit Union is committed to providing for you. Through convenient online banking, home and auto loans, saving accounts, checking accounts, credit cards, and more, All Wealth can provide for all of your banking needs. Located at 6 South 2nd Street in Hamilton, they can be found on the phone at 513-868-5881 or online at allwealth.org. All Wealth, supporting those who serve us.
Five, 6, and 7 here in the 9th as Chase Hopewell on for the 3-inning save to propel the Joes back to the GLSCO playoffs. We talked about it. We knew the minute he came in, he was going to the ninth. That's exactly what we knew.
That's what you thought. He needs 1 strikeout for the nonprofit. He needs 3 outs to send the Joes to the playoffs.
With still a possibility to get that 1 seed if some things kind of go our way.
Yep. We'll go over that in the postgame.
Yeah, for sure.
Cross the bridge when we get there.
Need this win first. 9-4 our score. A long, long pause from Hopewell. Still waiting for the first pitch here to Hewen as that one bounces away. If Hopewell can strike out 3, he does climb into second in the GLSCL overall in strikeouts, as Carter Dorn of the Lima Locos currently controls that spot. Dorn is absolutely ridiculous, but again, so is Chase, as that one just going to miss off the plate. Dorn with a very, very sub 1 ERA. It's 0.3 or 0.34 overall, which is nuts. And would be even lower once this game ends. Also would be lower if we have that Jazz game. 3-0 our count.
And also to have that with appearances out of the bullpen, coming in relief is just crazy.
The 3-0 finally finds the zone. Get me over strike to Hewen as the crowd begins to cheer their Joes on. Will be one more home game for sure if the Joes can clinch. That's the 3-1 on the outside corner. The longest time to call that strike from the home plate umpire. Hewen threw the bat, was halfway down the line before the call was even made.
Yeah, that was tough. That was a borderline pitch, so you can see that one going either way. And with the delay, you just kind of think as a batter ball 4 there. So I don't even think that was a malicious move in the box to try and sell a call there by Luke Hewen. I just think he genuinely thought he walked.
The count is full, 3-2. Fouled off at the plate.
And so after he had his mind messed with, Chase Hopewell going to test him with a fastball right down the plate.
Hopewell going to ask for a new ball. Maybe the last one didn't have the juice on it. Count full at 3-2. Luke Hewen at the plate. Hopewell has struck out the last 3 steam batters he's faced. Needs 3 more to climb into second. Needs 1 more to get the nonprofit. And needs 3 more outs to send the Joes to the playoffs. A long pause as Hopewell finally gets his sign. He's still waiting out there on the mound. Hewen not going to call time. The 3-2 fouled off the mask of Wimmers.
It's been a theme here in this 9th.
It's been a theme in general. I've seen a lot of guys.
Wait him out. Baseball is a game of approach.
Yeah.
It is a game of mentalities.
I've seen that quite a bit in the MLB. We've seen a lot of guys just sit up there and wait.
It's mind versus mind, and it's just you have to stay strong up there.
The mental fortitude. That's Blake Griffin's word of the day. Mental fortitude.
Mental fortitude.
3 balls, 2 strikes. Hopewell again waiting for his sign. A long pause. He kicks and fires the payoff. That one's shot into the steam dugout.
Yikes.
I hope nobody got hit.
That was hit really hard off the end of the bat.
Judging by the reactions, I think everybody's going to be okay.
I think everyone's all right. Nothing too crazy in terms of the reactions we saw from Steam players.
Was that Tommy Thaman who threw that one back? Because that hit the other on-deck circle perfectly. He dotted that.
He's locked in here late.
Absolutely locked in. We'll see if he gets an at-bat. 3 balls, 2 strikes. Still, here in this at-bat, Chase Hopewell wins the war of attrition and gets the non-profit strikeout number 11 and 4 in a row for Chase Hopewell.
$500 donation courtesy of our friends at CDP. And the crowd loving every minute here. As the summer begins to wind down, we still got a lot of baseball to play, but this is certainly a crowd that's enjoying every last minute of it.
Now 1 out. We'll bring up Joshua Hageman. First pitch, just off the outer edge. Tried to open up the back door with the breaking ball, was unsuccessful. Kicked at it, but it was locked. Hageman, 0 for 2, 2 walks. As that one finds the outside corner. We appreciate you guys tuning in wherever you're from. We've seen a lot of random people in the chat that we don't normally see, so welcome in. Seen Grant Meyer from the Grand Lake Mariners.
Grand Lake Mariners.
Congrats, or
shout out.
Shout out. Yeah, there we go. That's the word I was looking for. I couldn't find it. For him tuning in, seeing a couple of Steam fans in the lineup, and obviously a lot of Joe's fans.
Our Joe's faithful. We appreciate each and every single one of you. Hoping for an extended season here.
Yes.
If the Joes could put a couple more games on the schedule after tonight.
1 and 2 to Hageman. Fastball chased upstairs. Now make it 5 straight for Chase Hopewell. 1 away from both putting himself into second in the GLSCL in strikeouts and 1 away from sending the Joes back to the playoffs. Tied with Carter Dorn at the top. As it's been a great season, a almost record-breaking season for Hopewell. He will continue it with a big swinging strike from Hayden Christensen. Christensen 1 for 3, doubled back in the second, and has walked. But Hopewell a buzzsaw, struck out the last 5. The 0-1, shot foul. Steam down to their final strikes, and the Joes a strike away from the GLSCL playoffs. You see the dugout oozing with anticipation. It's almost pouring over. Phones out here at Foundation Field from the fans, everybody trying to record the final out. Long pause, here comes Hopewell. The 0-2, swung on and missed. The Joes are back in the playoffs. 6 straight strikeouts from Chase Hopewell in Hopewellian fashion. Gets the Joes the win, and they have clinched a playoff spot in the GLSCL. 1 more game on the docket for the Joes. They will take on the Steam at Roselawn. Maybe some first place implications in that game. But we will round things off here at home. Appreciate everybody for tuning in, and especially everybody for coming out throughout the season to our home games. It's been a lot of fun to see the crowds, and the crowds have been great. We will likely bring on Hopewell.
Yep.
To get things
We'll
rolling
Chase
for our Casual Pint postgame show. Don't go anywhere. We'll be right back. You're watching the All World Hamilton Joe's Broadcast Network.
Back here inside Foundation Field, Joe's win 9-4 your final here in the final home game of the regular season. Hamilton is headed back to the playoffs. We are joined by Chase Hopewell. Chase, 3 innings out of the bullpen. This was a weird outing for you, probably not used to some of the stuff that you saw here today, but you're still able to find a way to get it done, and in true Hopewellian fashion, you strike out the last 6 you face. Obviously, you were feeling good on the mound tonight, especially in the second half, but how did that feel, especially after kind of the start that you had? There were some base runners, and you had to deal with that. You certainly came out in a big way.
Absolutely. I came out. I had to battle through some adversity. I was just playing around the zone, wasn't putting it right down the middle. But I battled through adversity and ended up good at the end.
Absolutely.
It was a tough run, but
well, Chase, you're no stranger to the clutch. Of course, you had the 2 innings in relief last year that won the Joes the championship. Now your team's headed back to the playoffs. Is there anything that you feel that you bring to the table in terms of experience for this team as you head back to the postseason for the second straight year?
Absolutely. Just telling the guys, don't be nervous. Play, have fun, enjoy the game, and you'll get through it and have a good time.
Have a good time. That's all you can ask for. Chase, Hamilton, back to the playoffs. How's that sound?
It sounds amazing. I'm excited to do it again.
Absolutely. Well, Chase, congratulations on the win. Once again, 3 innings of relief for Chase, 7 strikeouts in true Hopewellian fashion. As we say, he picks up the save in the 9-4 victory. Chase, congrats on the win. Good luck in the postseason moving forward.
Thank you, Luke.
Chase Hopewell closing out the win for the Joes. 9-4 your final. Hamilton is headed back to the postseason as we welcome in my broadcast partner, Blake Griffin, back onto the mic. Blake, this game had fireworks all over the place to start off. Things sort of mellowed out, but you knew that the end goal was the same the whole time, and never really a dull moment in this one, despite the zeros we saw on the scoreboard, especially late.
Yeah, not one bit. It was fun from the start. We had a little bit of adversity. We saw the run come across, but the Joes just doing what they do best, especially when they're hot. You know, they respond well. They put up a big 7 spot, and that was the difference tonight. A couple of late runs for the Joes, just kind of scrapping a couple of things together, showing some signs of life late, but overall, just a great win overall. Good to see Chase Hopewell throw like he does.
Absolutely. So your player in the game on the offensive side for the Joes would probably have to be Casey Fink, who went 3 for 4 today, scored a run and had 3 singles. Winning pitcher in this one for the Joes was Justin Boggs, who went 2 1/3 innings in relief for Jacob Beal. Of course, got out of the big jam in that second inning that really just felt like it vaulted the Joes and kept them out in front in the driver's seat. He gave up just 1 hit in the 2 1/3 innings of work and struck out 3 while giving up no walks and no earned runs. Losing pitcher in this one for Cincinnati is the Miami Hamilton Harrier. Unfortunate break for Darryl Grissom on that one, but William Stoltz went 2/3 of an inning, gave up 6 runs off 5 hits, no walks, and 1 strikeout. And as we mentioned, Chase Hopewell with the save on this one. Final game time, 3 hours and 2 minutes. Started at 7:08, ended at 10:10. Well-attended game here with a lot of buzz around this squad in Hamilton. 524 in attendance, a near sellout for the Joes here on July the 21st. Take a quick look around the Great Lakes Summer Collegiate League, then we will go over our other scenarios that we talked about. We'll have to talk about in the postgame. Licking County, 20-10 win over the Southern Ohio Copperheads. I mean, that was just a wild game from Heath High School. 17 unanswered for Licking County. Ejections galore in that one. Certainly was an entertaining one for the fans that made their way out to Heath. Also in the North Division, the Royal Oak Leprechauns playing spoiler, beating the Jetbox Baseball Club 6-3 at Memorial Park Field also this evening. So, the Joes will have the next 2 days off as the Cincinnati Steam will take on the Xenia Scouts. Also, the Licking County Settlers will be in action as they have one more game to play this season.
Will be on Sunday.
Yes, both the Joes and Settlers will play on Sunday, both teams 21-16. If the Joes were able to win and the Settlers lost, they would clinch the 1 seed. If not, it would be the 2 seed for the Joes. Cincinnati is not mathematically eliminated just yet as they do hold the tiebreaker over Licking County, so good to keep in mind that is still possible. If Cincinnati was to win out, they could potentially overtake Licking County, and we could see Joes and Steam in the playoffs. Well, a lot of exciting action, Blake, all over And this regular season is coming to a close, but things just seem to be ramping up in Hamilton. Your final thoughts on this one?
Yeah, just a great win overall for the Joes. Great win overall for the offense, for the pitching. It was a real all-around win, and it's just something you love to see going forward. I'd love to see the Joes rolling like they are. It really feels like the 7-game win streak energy is back, and it's party time in Hamilton.
Absolutely. Great day to be a Joe. 9-4, your final. Joes take it over the Steam. That'll wrap up our coverage here tonight. We'll be back on air on Sunday from Roselawn as the Joes take on the Cincinnati Steam. Make sure to tune into that one. But until then, for everyone that makes it possible behind the scenes, my great broadcast partner, Blake Griffin, everybody here at the Hamilton Joes, thank you so much for tuning in today and all season long. We hope to see you moving forward. Joes back to the postseason, 9-4 the clincher over Cincinnati. This is Luke Westboli saying good night.